Hey guys, how's it going?
What? We're on?
We're on. We're officially on. It's live. It's where we are live now.
Wow, there's already like a person or two or three in there.
Fun.
Holy cow.
What?
Live and back. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us one more time. I am Chris, and that is Lyal. In case you didn't already know, I assume if you're here, you do know that, but just in case, you know it now. So a couple less people than we had last week. We're sans an empty chair.
Two. We have two guests on.
We did. We're trying to have one extra person with us every week if we can, but the person we was hoping to get on this week, I think he felt like going home or something. So,
so it took me a minute to catch on.
What was happening there? We'll see who all's in the chat room, who wants to jump on. I know we do have one guest that's going to jump on Zoom with us and hang out for a while and drink some beer and drink some whiskey.
Yeah.
And we got a few different things planned for tonight. And we're going to get Patrick from Up the Gut, who we talked to in the chat room last week. He's going to be on here in just a little bit and talk a little football with us. I assume he'll mention the Bills at some point. We'll see. I mean, I could be wrong.
Boo.
Yeah, no. I don't boo them. I mean, there's worse teams that.
No, that's true.
If we was going to lose somebody, I'd much rather lose to them than the Raiders.
Yeah. Well, so, no one likes Raiders.
Anywho.
If you guys do want to comment, hey Tyler, you're right on it, man. Shoot us a message in the comments and we'll pick up on it. And we're just gonna hang out like we do now on Monday nights and have a little bit of drink and conversation. So yeah, it's fair game.
Yep. All right, so I guess first things first, man. I mean, just like last time, first thing I want to do is give a shout out to the shirt I'm wearing. I have Wildlife Ridge Winery. Check that out.
Yeah.
Because they give us a bunch of wine and they give us some cool shirts. And as I've said 100 times before, if you give us a shirt, I'm going to wear it every opportunity I can. And I'm going to say your name as many times as I can, and I appreciate the heck out of that.
I wish I had a free shirt that
I wish you had free. You know, if only you had a free shirt. But wait, there's more.
What? Yeah. I gotta go this way. 4x4 Brewing. We have some of their beer that we're getting ready to do on the show. I guess I should keep my. I feel like I'm flashing somebody.
Yeah, we was gonna do it tonight. We had issues.
Yeah, tech issues. Anyway, yeah, I look like this. In the Wildlife Ridge shirt is nice too. They're like soft.
Dude, this is my favorite. I love this. I wish you guys could feel me. I mean, my shirt. It is so nice. I mean, it's just a thin kind of summer stretchy. I love it. I
wish you guys could feel me.
Yeah, I wish you could feel me. You feel me, bro?
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Feel you.
All right, man. Outside of that, what are we drinking before we get started here? Then we'll get Patrick. Well, maybe we should get Patrick on, then we'll figure out what we're drinking.
Okay.
Maybe
I guess we already have drinks.
We already have. I'm behind.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I have my mixed drink. I'm drinking whiskey sours.
Ridiculous.
And then we got a lot of swag we talk about tonight. I didn't realize how much swag we laid out on the table. We decided we'd try to make themes out of stuff. So our whiskey is from one place, and then we had some other stuff given to us that we're going to talk about, and okay, we'll get to it in a minute. Anyhow.
Yeah.
We got a new thing called a koozie cam, which we're going to do here in a minute.
Yeah, we do. So, let's bring on Patrick and talk about some football.
Yeah, let's get some football in here.
Okie dokie. This is our buddy Patrick.
Hey, how about them Buffalo Bills?
Shock. Shock.
You're decked out, man.
I am.
You're all Buffalo Billed out.
It's officially after Thanksgiving, so I can wear ugly Christmas sweaters.
Yeah, that is an actual Buffalo Bills Christmas sweater.
Yes, it is.
Do you have Buffalo Bills pajamas?
Yes.
I think he has a robe. I believe I remember seeing a robe.
Yes.
I definitely saw the robe. Is it a onesie or is it a two-piece?
No, I just the pants and the separate pieces. But I am working on a onesie though. Yeah. I do need to get one. So
with them stretchy ones like Andre the Giant wore.
Awesome. A singlet?
Yeah, singlet. There you go.
No, thank you. No one wants to see that.
I believe they call those a
mana. I want to see it.
Manitard.
Manitard. Oh, no. There we go.
All right, so talk to us about Up the Gut. How long have you been doing this podcast?
Well, it's been kind of an up and down thing because we actually, as me and my friend Matt Ehlers, who I often refer to as Matthew Archibald Ehlers because he's very, very regal.
Nice.
But we decided we wanted to.
Where's he at?
Where's he at? He's actually in Montana.
Oh, they don't have internet up there, do they?
I don't know. I don't think they have anything except for snow and elk.
I was going to see if he's going to be in the chat room. We can yell at him and stuff.
I'll send a text here in a little bit and get him in the chat room. But
Anyhow.
so anyway, we talk football a lot. So we said, you know what? Let's just get on the line and let's talk about football. Well, then we decided we wanted our own little niche. So we got we started an XFL podcast. And I think everybody saw where that went.
How'd that work out?
I haven't heard a lot about the XFL in a while.
No, it was going actually really well until Corona hit, and then no one knew what to do in the beginning. They didn't have all the measures they have now, so they just shut it down, and then it bankrupted, and then The Rock bought it. So we'll see what happens there.
No, and well, I mean, even NFL starting to the whole coronavirus thing starting to tear them up as well. So
yeah, and
it's nuts.
You had the Broncos on your fantasy team?
I had so many. No, no, but I had Lamar Jackson as my quarterback, and then I hit one stretch a few weeks ago where literally a third of my entire roster was benched for COVID stuff.
No, it's ridiculous. I mean, the Steelers Ravens game got postponed to Tuesday, and I just got a message they're now postponed till Wednesday. So we don't know if that game's going to happen.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably good, right? I mean, to me, football, even though it's a pretty big contact sport, it seems like the exposure would be a lot less than say basketball, but maybe not. Maybe it's all the same.
Yeah, I think football, they're hugging and touching and pushing each other. Basketball, they're up close. Yeah. I guess pads aren't going to stop a whole lot.
I guess
the big thing is
I keep thinking masks, right?
Well, they are very physically fit people. So even if they did get corona, it's not going to be it shouldn't affect a whole lot of them too bad. So that is a bonus whenever everybody's beating up on each other.
So what's your back to your podcast. So you go week by week and recap games, or
we did. We had your first show where we just kind of outlined what the XFL was going to be, the rule changes that are different from the NFL, and then we just kind of went week by week, predicting games, recapping what we missed out on, who was good, and then after Corona hit and they shut us down, then we had a week where we didn't know what we were going to do, and because the draft hadn't even happened yet, so then we just shifted into NFL, and then all the lockdowns happened. So you'd think we're at home, we could still do it, but that's not how it went. So we actually had a hiatus, and then watching you guys last Monday do this got me wanting to do this stuff again. So we're actually kicking back off, and we'll record our first one in 3 months tomorrow.
Nice. You should talk about Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, 206 yards in one quarter. How's that even possible?
Mahomes. It was actually so he set out and started on 1,000-yard pace and kept that for most of the first quarter before finally they just kind of quit throwing to him. Honestly, there's other people out there, and I guess really what it boiled down to is they finally started covering him. But it just got to be at the point where every time someone would not double team him, they just throw to him. And I mean, honest to God, he's the fastest man in the NFL. You ain't going to cover him. At one point, I watched him run backwards at the same speed as the guy that was covering him to catch the ball. I'm like, how do you do? Anyways, yeah, no, he's crazy, man. I like watching Tyreek play. He's fun. We for the last couple years, we finally got a good team.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm happy to watch him.
And you got it for a little bit.
Patrick, I know I saw a fairly hefty glass there. Are you drinking? Is that straight bourbon in the big glass?
No, that is Boulevard Plaid Habit.
Ah, okay. And then you're telling me that's a Canadian whiskey.
Canadian whiskey barrel aged imperial brown ale. It is a limited release, and I think it's 12.4%.
Nice. That's pretty hefty for a brown.
I bet that's pretty good. I don't know if I've ever had a barrel aged brown.
The Canadian whiskey barrel makes me nervous.
Oh, piss off. Hey.
I've had worse. It's not my favorite beer, but I've had worse.
Okay. I mean, but like, pretty much anything Boulevard makes them, it's like at least a 7 or an 8 out of 10. So I'd give it a shot. What else are you drinking tonight?
I mean, I'll give you guys one guess.
Which one is that?
That's not the.
This is a cheaper one. This is just your base Duke.
The base Duke.
The base Duke.
The base Duke. My daily drinker.
Nice.
The Dookie.
That is a good little whiskey.
Oh man, that's good. If you guys want to know about that one, we did that bottle when we was up there with Patrick back midsummer.
Yeah.
And
see, I bet I can find
we've
that.
got a, yeah, I bet.
Along with the Grand Cru.
Grand Cru
Reserve.
That was absolutely delicious.
And I found out they actually have a rye whiskey that I didn't know about until recently. So I will be getting my hands on that one. I don't know if I'll share though.
That, okay. All right.
Yeah, sure.
I always share.
I can't blame you if you didn't, but I have to actually, you know what, I'm just gonna give Patrick all this right now, because when we went up there and stayed with him, there was not a thing in that house that was off limits. I mean, he literally opened his cupboards and said, anything you want. So,
that is true.
Yeah, the guy was amazing to us. He's like I said, some of them bottles were not cheap, and and we got to sample everything. So
yes, and yeah, what a fun time! What a fun time!
So one thing, you guys, if you was in the stream when we first kicked it off, you may have noticed our Patreon. Our what do you call that splash screen? What it is, a splash screen?
Oh yeah, the Patreon wall.
Yeah, so we got a Patreon wall started. I'm gonna put that up right now.
Hey.
And so if you're a Patreon subscriber and you are at that $25 level, you can have your own bottle on that wall, just like Tyler has there.
It's cheap whiskey though.
Yeah, it is cheap whiskey. It's $25 whiskey. Now, I don't know, if you can get better for 25, we'll give you a better bottle. But if you go in at 15, I think we're going to put you a can up there or something like that. And if you're at $4 level, we may have to make us a mug to put all your bottle caps in. Because I think we're getting bottle caps, and there's one of the mug. I don't know if we're going to actually do the mugs for Patreon. I know we had that one made just because it was out of an example. But
everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale.
And whatever you want to see, it's for sale.
All right.
Who knows?
So anyhow, we are still trying to fill our Patreon, of course, because that helps us out a lot. But we have also been getting a lot of people sending us stuff, like these shirts, which we talked about, and we're gonna. We got these things sitting here in the middle of the table that I'm gonna let Lyal talk. Yeah, these things.
Yeah.
That we're getting ready to review, and we're still trying to wrap our brain around exactly how we want to approach stuff like food. But I think we have an idea now.
But we want food. Is
we
the thing.
Want food.
So
kind
these
of
are.
Why I was pointing at them, like, hey, let's get one of them things open.
So these are meat snacks. Like, I want to say kind of like Jack Link's stuff, but this is not in the same ballpark.
No, we're not
this
giving
is
Jack Link any credit.
No. But it's that same tone, like meat snacks
Plus,
type
these
thing.
guys are from here.
Yeah,
They're
and so
local.
this is Pop's Authentic handmade artisan meat snacks. And boy, these I haven't had one yet, but they're not squishy. You know how sometimes you get a meat snack and it's just like it's like a sponge.
Yeah, and we're not going to tell you whether we like it or not yet because you have to watch the review. But I bet if you watch Lyle's face real close,
this one's bacon flavored.
Bacon.
Mm.
You feel pressure?
Holy
You
shit.
feel pressure to actually smile?
No, it's good.
So actually, we was pretty excited when they reached out and said they was going to help us out and want us to review their stuff because, one, they're local. They've been in business since like the 50s. They're all family-owned operators, so we're like tickled to death to have them send us some stuff to try. And yeah, I'm looking forward to mine. But I was trying to wait till he got through chewing so that it wouldn't be just dead air.
I'm saying, Patrick, I'm sorry you don't have any of these.
Yeah, I'm really upset because I just saw that bacon snack stick. It just
Oh my
looks
God.
delicious.
It's like
like a dog treat.
so you think that like those are like when you hear the word meat snack or snack stick, you're always thinking like I said, that spongy, like not much tooth to it, not like a good stiff jerky, right? And this has a nice tooth to it. It's pretty dense. It's
They're
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So this is like like if you go down to we have Mennonites close to us. Go down here to the Mennonite store and get some fresh summer sausage or something. It's like that kind of good.
Summer sausage is perfect.
Sausage?
Sausage. Summer sausage.
All right. Well, we'll talk more about them when we're
I'm probably
get on the show.
Have another one.
Oh, we'll have another one.
No, in a minute. I'm gonna
How many of those things you got?
We got 3 boxes.
Boxes upon boxes of
So we got
snack
the bacon
sticks.
flavored, we got peppered, and the original, which makes sense.
Yeah, I would think so.
So it looks like there's 4 different flavors there. There's bacon, and that's the only one I can read.
Well, we didn't get all of them, so
These guys are
Bacon,
north of
peppered.
Columbia.
I think one of them was a cheese or cheddar or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm just looking at your graphic here. It's just hard to see.
yeah, well,
It's teeny tiny.
I did steal it right off the website. So
Oh,
all right. Anyways, back to football.
Back to football. So I think this next one we're going to kind of give a first 3 quarters of the season review. The one we're going to record tomorrow. It tends to be a lot of information because there's so many teams, so many games played, and but over the years of us talking football, I mean, I predicted the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl last year and winning, but I think most everybody did.
yeah.
I also the Philadelphia Eagles Patriots Super Bowl.
You know who didn't predict the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl last year?
Every Chiefs fan ever.
Yep.
We're all like, nah, they'll blow it.
We can still mess it up.
I watched the Chiefs play for a long time, and I understand that. And I watched the Bills game over a friend's house, and he said, "Well, it looks like the Bills got this in hand." I said, "You haven't watched enough Bills games. Just give us a little bit."
So who are you thinking this year? Who's your pick?
I did a real long shot, so try not to laugh at me too much.
Okay.
But with trying not to throw too much bias in there, I did say Buffalo was going to make it.
Contender. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't pick them personally to be there, but they're a contender.
Well, and we pick all this before the preseason, so we haven't got to watch how anybody played this year.
Okay.
So that's what makes it a little bit different. But I did say Kansas City, Buffalo in the AFC Championship.
Uh-huh.
And then the NFC is where it gets really funny because I thought just for the perfect story, the perfect team to make it would be the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because Buffalo lost to them twice. And it's funny because the Cowboys are nice, 3-8 or 4-8.
They're down.
But they're 1 game out of the lead in the NFC East. Yeah. So it's still possible.
So
nice. That's a pretty good prediction.
I heard them announcing last night. They're like, I think this could boil down to Kansas City and Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's just Romo being dumb.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was like. I don't think Tampa Bay's there. I really don't.
No,
but
Tampa Bay has some. They flare up.
Nobody talking about the Steelers. The guys are 10-0, and I know they missed the game this last week, but honestly, probably would have won. I think. So
I don't think they've canceled that game yet, so it's still going to happen, just on Wednesday.
But still, they were 0-loss season, and in our circles, everybody's just like whatever. And I'm like, they've knocked us out of the playoffs so many times.
They are a tough team for you guys.
Yeah, they're kryptonite for us, and I'm thinking, why are they not getting more credit? They're a good team.
Well, I sat down when we were doing our test run last night with Archibald, and we looked at their schedule, and they haven't had a lot of quality wins. And the teams they played, even the bad teams, it was always close. It was never a blowout. So it has been the grittiest grind to 10-0 ever. Mm-hmm. And Tyler over here with the Cleveland, that was something that's been my most proud moment in Up the Gut, because last year everybody was on the Cleveland bandwagon, said Baker's going to take him to the playoffs. Cleveland's going to win the North.
Oh yeah.
And then I said no last year. The Browns are the Browns. They're still going to be they're going to be bad. But this year I said this will be the year that the Browns do something. Everybody else is going off the bandwagon. So we actually have that on the show.
I have an absolute soft spot for the Browns just because I love underdogs. And I do kind of like the quarterback he has. He's fine. But I genuinely would like to see the Browns do something. I think it's just I don't know. It's just me. But
I'm not particularly a fan of the Browns or even have a soft spot. But if you're a fan of the Bills or the Browns, you know it's legit.
That's fair.
Well, that's the way it used to be for Kansas City. It's not like we've been in the Super Bowl anytime recently until the last couple of years. Now all of a sudden everybody's haters of Kansas City again. Like,
yeah,
we did our time.
we were years.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna crack this beer.
You're gonna crack this beer. What kind of beer are we drinking?
Well, we're palling down on this Sierra Nevada hazy little thing IPA.
Yeah, this wasn't a sponsorship or nothing. We just decided we was going to try to keep it to 1 or 2 beers at the most, so we could actually keep the table a little bit clean. And so we grabbed this from the store when we was over a while ago. But what about did you got your beer in, Lyal?
Well, that would be the Jennings Meat Choice Koozie.
Yeah, so they give us another one, and we got a new koozie cam right there. Look at that. Oh yeah, and what's was that a Bills koozie?
No, it's just a football Sunday fun day koozie.
Okay. Yeah, show us your koozies, guys. That's what we're gonna make it a thing every week. We're gonna try to get a different koozie on here. So if someone give us one, that'll be the choice one to go up. If not,
well, here's the thing.
I've got 40 or 50 at home, and I bet Lyle's got at that many at least.
Koozies are the unsung heroes of drinking, really, I think, because all these, like a lot of companies and a lot of like brands and stuff will put their names and stuff on a koozie, right? But they're hard to read, especially like you guys can't read that from this far away. Right. No, you got to have this thing. You got to have it up close to read it. And I feel like it needs to be showcased a little.
Well, we agree. You know? Like I say, these guys was nice enough. Again, that was from Jennings Meat. They was nice enough to send them up here to us. We've got others that other people send us. They never get to see them because we don't use koozies on the show.
Yep.
And honestly, I forget to use them most of the time. So we decided to make a point of showing them off. So we're going to show these off, the ones that people give to us especially. And then if we don't have that, we'll roll them through a few times. But yeah, you'll see those back and forth on the show. But yeah, Jennings Meat. Thank you, guys. Okay. So we're more footballing. Are we?
I'm football.
Have you had your?
I've had my football
pick?
fill.
You've had your pick. Tyler picked the Browns. No. Patrick's picked the Bills. We've picked the Chiefs.
I think
some Yahoo. Romo picked fucking Tampa Bay.
I think here's my biggest thing with football right now, in the Bills, Patrick. I've been very frustrated with Singletary.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. Like there's more there.
There's a lot more there.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with our offensive line because it doesn't matter whether it's the run game or the pass game. And Josh is always running for his life, or Singletary can't get 2 yards. But whenever he does, but he also has Zach Moss breathing down his neck. And
That's
Zach, he broke a couple big ones just in this game yesterday. So it's tough. You gotta play all the time, or you're not gonna, you won't be playing.
Yeah, ridiculous, man. Well, Up the Gut podcast.
Hopefully going to be seeing more of that really quick.
And do we have a link? Are you on just YouTube, or are you on
just YouTube?
Else? Just YouTube. All right, I'm going to link that real quick.
I'll sit here and we'll make Lyal have dead air.
Yes, quietness. But you can check us out. Like I said, we're looking to do it. It'll be a weekly thing where we kind of recap and predict the next season or next week, and then beginning of the season is a fun time because we always do preseason picks for Super Bowl and usually division winners.
Yeah. Sorry. Here's the thing, Patrick. I didn't hear a word you just said.
I'm looking at it. It's not showing up. I know it's on there because I got on there earlier.
Here's if you search Up the Gut Patrick Kimmel, a lot of Jimmy Kimmel comes up.
don't search Patrick Kimmel.
What am I looking for here?
I'm doing some crack research. Give me 1 second.
This is yeah.
I put up the guy. You don't want to see what is coming on my channel.
Yikes. There's a reason we don't screen share. There it is. Oh, that channel popped up. I just didn't recognize the logo. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's there's going to be a lot more work put into it. Like I said, we've been
I got a different logo there.
Gotcha. All right, we're going to post this link for y'all if you're into football, or if you're Patrick, do you do much fantasy stuff?
I'm the worst fantasy player in the history of fantasy because every single person on my team is on the Buffalo Bills.
Hey,
That's
a
the way I
true fan.
That's the way I do playing too.
Oh, all right, man. Well, maybe we'll see you around the bend, man. You got to still make it back up here.
Oh no, definitely. I'll be there. I've got a new bottle of bourbon sitting in my cabinet unopened that is just saying you guys' name right now. So
I can almost hear it. All right, bud. Hey, it's good to see you again. And
yeah, hang around with us if you want.
Yeah, I have nothing to do.
Well, I think we're going to talk a little bit more about. We've still got all our whiskey. We didn't even start drinking whiskey. I finished my mixer. I'm going to set that around. And you guys have seen most of these on the show on and off. I think we've done all of them at some point. But Rocktown Distillery, Little Rock, Arkansas, all of our bottles are getting kind of low-ish. And, if they get too low, you don't want them sitting around very long. So we decided we was going to get into them tonight. And you know what? I think we'll just compare them all. And I think I'm going to start with the Hickory. Oh, I know that's our least favorite one. But
you're working down the wrong way, man.
No, you want to end on the best note.
Ridiculous.
Best note.
You start with the best one.
Rocktown Arkansas Hickory smoked whiskey. Basically just smoke the grains with hickory smoke and then brew their whiskey. I really liked it when I had it down there, but it was more of between being in the moment and the mixed drinks they made with it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then after getting it back here, I was less impressed with it. But after that, we got the which one?
The barley.
The barley one.
Arkansas barley.
And man, I absolutely love that. And Lyal liked it a little better.
That's okay.
And then the last time I went down, I brought back the chocolate malt, and wow! I mean, it's not a chocolate whiskey, but it's a dark malt whiskey. They call it chocolate malt. And man, it's awesome.
Yep. I worked my way down opposite. I started with the chocolate malt, went to the Arkansas barley, and hickory is my next.
You know what?
Oh, I just cheers to myself.
Let me know about that stuff.
This is actually pretty good tonight. This is actually really good tonight.
I don't believe you. Don't believe you a bit.
Well, you don't have to believe me. I don't care if you believe me.
I'm going to cleanse my palate with a Pop's Authentic meat snack.
I see why you guys brought me on here. to force me to watch you eat meat sticks.
No, you talk while we eat. That way there's no dead air.
Well, I was told you guys were done with football. That's the only thing I know about ever in the world is just football.
Right?
What doesn't want to keep you talking? The last one you give me the peppered one?
Mm-hmm.
What's this one?
The bacon is the only way to go.
No, the original, I think, is the best.
Really? Over bacon?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem possible.
I might actually.
So you guys are watching ASMR, those Tastebudguys.
I agree with you. I
No.
agree with you. I want half from there.
Here's the thing. I was all in on the ASMR stuff on YouTube. I was all.
We're going to candy the meat stick.
Oh.
We'll go from there.
Oh.
Yeah, you're too late, buddy. I have flavor.
I was all in on the ASMR stuff until but mostly when I was watching soap cutting videos. When I just discovered that, as soon as I like the YouTube logarithm put me further down the chain of people just talking really slow into the mic, I was like, nah, I'm out. It's creepy. It's weird. I don't like it. You do your thing. If you like it, you do it. It's fine. Just, I don't want to hear about it.
So you guys want to pop up that last comment?
Oh, I haven't even.
Lyal's in charge of comments.
Listen, you guys are all on the ASMR. It'll be Seattle 32, Eagles 13.
Oh.
Seattle's got a lot of making up to do for the last 3 weeks. They've been horrible. And if anybody's going to make them look better, it's going to be the Eagles.
Hey, Alvin.
I used to watch.
He's new sub on
Tastebuds.
channel. Yeah,
I think I saw that pop through. Actually,
I did.
he reads all the comments.
Thanks, man.
Does all the stuff. I catch the comments a couple days later. I do read them.
Every once in a while, Lyal will just be on just the right time, and he'll be like, "Hey, did you see that comment?" I'm like, "No."
It makes me feel good.
Yeah, and he'll
to
beat
catch
me
one
because
that
it takes.
didn't know.
Usually, my phone will take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour before it says, "Hey, you have a notification or a comment." And but once in a while, Lyal just happened to be on there when it comes on. He's like, "Hey, man, did you see that comment?" I'm like, "You trying to make me feel bad or what?" But no, man, we appreciate your sub. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh man.
Tell your friends, your mom, all that.
Hey, Alvy, do you remember? Do you?
I guess I have comments now. I can actually read them for myself.
I have to put this up.
Okay. You don't behave to look at the chat.
I'm always curious about like what video, what rabbit hole led you down to a review of something from two guys who probably don't know what they're talking about.
I'd be curious about that. Alvy, how'd you find us? I actually am curious about how that works.
I mean, I know how I find myself, and it's been a long process, and I'm still not there. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell us about my kid. So I'm sitting there.
Tequila, everything.
Oh, nice.
I'm sitting there last night, and I walked through, and Logan, my oldest boy, and one of his friends sitting in the room, and the kid goes, "Hey, Logan, how you turn your TV on?" I said, "Well, usually reach around behind it and cup its balls." That kid was like, "What the fuck?"
Nice.
I thought it was hilarious. Anyways, so that's me. All right, I didn't get to say tequila everything. So what's tequila everything?
Just any of your tequila videos. He just probably likes tequila.
Patrick, did you ever find a good tequila that you like?
Yeah, that rosé you guys had. Isn't that what it was?
That's
Rosa?
the one you like.
Yeah.
Really?
The Cadijo?
Yeah, that was the best one I've had so far. I went big on the Blancos. I still haven't had the, what is that, 1942?
Yeah.
I need to have that still.
So we have a couple that...
I think the extra Añejo is what he's going to like, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I really do.
So I think... have you had anything but a Blanco, except for that Cadijo that was aged in the Cabernet barrels?
I don't think so.
Okay. What are you doing tomorrow?
Working.
Okay.
It happens every once in a while. It's rare, but it happens.
Buy a bottle of tequila. Start with a reposado. You'll go, oh my God, this is delicious. This is great. And then go get yourself an Añejo.
Yeah, we've got some more tequilas coming up.
I don't disagree with you guys. The thing is, I think we could have done all that filming we did here at my house. I think we could have done all of that, and I would have been fine the next day had we not opened tequila. Tequila does not work with my body well.
I was fine. Lyal had to drive.
I didn't leave the bed.
Fuzzy morning. I will say that. I was a little sleepy-eyed. Yeah, we were actually just talking about that the other day. The golf cart stroll that one of our early live streams that our friends immediately were texting us saying, "Take it down,
Yeah,
delete
that.
You need to delete that.
I still have no idea. They wouldn't tell us. They wouldn't tell us what we said or what we did. But this is just take it down, take it down.
Yeah, no, it was probably not good.
Yeah,
I mean, we were cruising my neighborhood at like 1 a.m. where you were playing acoustic guitar off the back of a golf cart. So
yeah.
You
still have that guitar?
Mostly.
I do. My brother actually came over for Thanksgiving and started playing it.
You still have the golf cart?
Does it? Yeah.
I still have a Lyal pick too.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Hey, is there anybody in the chat that doesn't have a Lyal Strickland pick?
They just show up at your house magically.
Here's the kicker. So I've run into a couple situations lately where like I've been just living life, just doing my thing. And I'll look down and there will be one of my guitar picks with my name on it. And normally I like to just leave those and go like, hey, you know what? This is the universe spreading my music around. Right. But I went camping this weekend and there was one like on the ground and I was like, oh, I think that's littering actually. And there's a couple other instances where I've been like, oh no, like this is not a good, I don't want my name attached to this. So it's a double-edged sword, I guess is what I'm saying.
I don't know if it was the meat or not. That hickory tastes better than the barley tonight. That's weird. I know it's not been our favorite, but I'm telling you tonight, it's right.
Just don't believe you. I don't like this one.
I feel like I'm gonna have to make a Monday trip down there.
You should. You absolutely should. Everybody should.
Oh, here we go. This is an appropriate thing. This is exactly right.
You'll find Lyal those. You'll find Lyal those in your couch cushions for the next 5 years.
My picks, my guitar picks.
Not actual Lyals in your couch, just the picks.
Lyal picks in your couch. I bet that's what that's supposed to say.
Mm-hmm. It's true though. They just spread everywhere. That's nuts. But
Rick says he don't.
Rick doesn't have any picks.
He doesn't have any picks. That's
well,
weird.
he was at the Tastebud Studios tonight, so there's a good possibility there's one like in his shoe or something.
Yeah, stuck in between the laces.
Shoe, probably stuck there somewhere. Oh man, I thought that was the craziest thing when I first met Lyal. He just picks just like fell off of him. If you don't know, Lyal's a musician, and that's his calling cards. These full picks that say Lyal Strickland on them. And man, he'd come over to the house and he'd leave a few of them, and I'd gather them all up. Next time I see him, I go, "Here, man, you left some of your picks over there." And he goes, "Oh no, it's all right. You just keep them." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Well, so I was like, because I play guitar a little bit. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. That's nice of him." And then next time he goes, leaves another 4 or 5 or 6, and I'm like, "Dude, here you've got a bunch of them again."
Quit messing.
For the longest time, I'm picking all of them up after he's dropping them, and I'm here, man. Here, take them back. It's cost money.
Yeah, I order them by the thousand. Is the thing. They're cheaper if you order them by the thousand.
And somehow I only ended up with one.
Well, lucky you.
Maybe I just haven't looked on the couch yet.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll roll around in there somewhere. So,
Okay.
Man. Well,
all right. So
you think
I'm on to the second Rocktown, and the barley, which had been my go-to for a while. It's got a nice dirty taste to it, and I really like that about it. And that hickory hit the spot for midnight.
All right, I'm gonna try it because
I think you should.
I'm working my way through. Have you had Rocktown, Patrick?
I honestly don't think I have, and I have a friend in Little Rock, which just cracks me up. I should have had it.
He had that hickory when he was down here.
So here's the thing: Rocktown Distillery, Arkansas,
Little Rock, Arkansas. Right by the river, sorta.
Chris is not wrong. He brought this first bottle of the Arkansas Hickory Smoked Whiskey, and it was just bad. I didn't like it at all.
It's not bad. It's just a flavor.
Was it Slipknot whiskey?
It wasn't a mistake. No, it's hickory.
It wasn't Nog?
No, it's not.
Do you know how much crap I'm still catching for that episode? That I just we go. Hey, we don't really put down whiskeys like just crazy where we just completely, trash talk them. We don't do that. And then apparently that one, I just had enough that night.
It is not very good, which I wanted it to be good. I really did. I wanted it to be delicious.
We've been talking, that's Cedar Ridge.
A few of them that night that wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And that we're trying to recall. Like the Shotgun Show one was pretty lacquered.
American Barrel. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't crazy about that one. And then that Nog stands out as not a particularly good one.
I love that we're calling
Creek Water.
No, well, yeah, it's called number 9. It's Slipknot's. I'm all going to find the episode here.
Slipknot's whiskey from Cedar Ridge Distillery up in Iowa. And here's the thing: is that like it just was not hitting the spot for me. It's similar to this first Rocktown, and you stopped me right on the negative comments, because here's what I'm getting at. The other ones, pretty good, and that chocolate malt from Rocktown, damn good. But the first one I don't like, and then number 9 from Cedar Ridge Distillery, I'm sure that they have something that I like. Right?
We did reach out to them though.
Yeah, we did. They're one of their folks up there who I'm sure is like nice as they can be.
I'm sure.
But they reacted.
That actually ain't gonna work. I'm sorry. You have to click on it in the chat. My bad. I was thinking that would show up as the video, but it doesn't. So
one of their folks.
It's a nice looking link.
A review on Facebook, and all they did was put a sad face on it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
It hurt some feelings
because I don't remember being that mean, but I guess I heard that you were.
We wasn't. You and I was not. We was. Actually, I'm not. I don't.
Actually, no. I wasn't even in that episode. I refused to drink it again.
I was in it, And I kept saying it's not my favorite, but there was parts about it I enjoyed and I liked, and it was fine, and I could find a place for it. And Lyal kind of went in this, and then that was when we did the thing where you walked in behind us and locked everything up. And when you walked back off, Lyal turned around, looked at the camera, and go, "It's fucking wretched." Like, oh damn. Okay.
Wow.
It was a harsh review. It was short and sweet, harsh review.
You don't want to be harsh, but I mean, you got to be honest.
Well,
and I would.
I think we also got to be drunk was the problem.
That too. But I mean, I told you guys from the get go, I would not be in that review because I wouldn't drink it again.
Yeah, that was one of the earlier ones too. I think, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
And it was anyhow. We did like 11 shows that night.
Yeah.
So this one, I still don't like it. I will say it is better tonight, but it still has a taste that I do not enjoy.
Can we fix it for you?
No.
What do you?
Just try it.
What's he got there?
These are good. You know, you like them.
I do.
Eat one.
Is that like the
Just
Poco
take a bite
sticks?
and then chase it.
Did you do this with it?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got all sorts of snacks.
Oh yeah. Every time I came in here tonight, there was like a different bag of cookies.
Hey, listen, that's one thing about having a home office. I got jelly beans.
Oh, I love jelly beans.
Anyway, so you had said that I probably had it whenever I was in studio, and then you gave me credit for opening up my liquor cabinet. So I want to give you guys the equal credit because I went there I brought a what was it, the Dubious Claims.
Oh, Dubious Claims.
Yes.
Yeah.
I brought that out there, and then they proceeded to just keep pouring me something off the shelf. Oh, you got to try this. You got to try this. So I don't know. I might have had it, but I drank so much then I had to take a break so I can make it home that evening. So I told them anytime I come to the Taste Bud Studios, I have to make sure I have a hotel or a place to crash because I'm not driving back.
This guy sums up my review of this whiskey.
It's better tonight, but it's still
That's exactly where I am with it. And that's not to take anything away. This chocolate malt, I think, is great. It
is
really, really good. It stands out. But man, this one is.
So anytime anyone comes down to the studio where, and I know they can't drink everything, I try to pick and choose. And usually a lot of time that entails picking and choosing between, do you guys want to try tequila or do you want to try
Bourbon or
whiskey?
Scotch or
Just pick your field and we'll go down that because it's gotten to the point there's too much stuff.
We've tried to do that before, and apparently tastings are good, but 35 tastings in a row
are great.
It's a lot.
We think it's great, but
sure.
yeah, but
as long as you don't have to drive home.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need to do. We need to start we need to start an Airbnb. And just when you're like, oh, come down for a tasting. And then you're like, oh, you can't drive. Our Airbnb is right across the street. Actually, there is an Airbnb across the street.
There is now, yeah. So anyways, as I was saying, so if you come down here, we'll try to get a little bit of an example of all kinds of stuff. And especially if it's something you haven't had, we want you to give a chance to try it. So normally when someone's down here, I try to make sure if one of the rock towns right here, I'll list all three of them, unless they're just like, this one's what I want. I will try really hard to make sure that they get a taste of this chocolate bourbon, because it's just freaking, it's awesome. It's awesome. What are you looking for?
I'm trying not to dig back into those meat snacks.
We're out of them for a little bit.
I'm anxious to do the review. Those things were really good. Really, really good.
Now, when I get done with that, I'm going to go back to the hickory and see if that was what the problem is.
I know you were talking about something completely unrelated. I don't care.
Man, now see that chocolate one now to me smells like it's just full of peppers and
you want to trade?
Spicy.
Oh,
what's Masterson's?
Tyler's crapping on his own whiskey.
Well, that's kind of shitty.
Has he had Nog? Because I don't think he understands how horrible it is.
So
now, Masterson's is not that awful. It's overpriced for what it is, but it's not that awful.
I think Tyler, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you said you paid $70-ish for a bottle, and it was not bad. But we had the Rittenhouse the other night for like $30 a bottle that I actually think was
I was shocked at that one.
I think
I
it
was
better
shocked
than
at that
that.
one. That's I don't
pretty
know
good.
when we're doing that episode. I haven't even edited it yet.
I don't think we've shot it yet.
$45. Delicious.
The Duke is 45, Patrick?
Yes.
Nice.
And it depends. I can actually get it for 35 at certain liquor stores. I don't know why, but 35 to 45.
Can you hold that bottle back up?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah.
There it
so
is.
if you guys get a chance, it's called the Duke. Patrick can give you a little history about it. We had that one, plus we had one called the Grand Cru that was a little higher, but
a little higher.
Really, really good. Tell your story, Patrick.
Well, I mean, it is what it looks like. It's John Wayne's bourbon. So John Wayne didn't make it, but John Wayne was such a lover of, he was the Tastebudguys before the Tastebudguys. He liked to drink and he took notes. And so after he passed away, his son got a hold of his tasting notes, took it to a distillery, and the distillery made up these bourbons. And it is the go-to for me, whether it's if I want something really tasty, it's the Grand Cru. I'm sure the rye will be the same way. I can't wait to get hold of that. And my daily drinker is I always have a bottle of this regular Duke bourbon on hand.
It's good. That ain't the same bottle you had down there, right?
No, I'm like 3 bottles past that.
I thought that might have been gone.
I am always pleasantly surprised when people have a daily drinker that's not something that's
Buffalo Trace.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
I'll say
it.
It's fine. And again, we've said 100 times. Nothing wrong with Buffalo Trace. It's fine. It is what it is.
It's so damn trendy.
But that's the hipster in you being an asshole. So it's just it's fine. There's nothing about Buffalo Trace that makes me love it. I don't.
No.
If you hand it to me and I'll drink it with you, I don't like it. I don't think it's an amazing drink.
I think it's fine, but I think it's fine for $20 a bottle.
Right.
And
what's it run?
It's anywhere from like I think we can pick it up at our store for like 24
to 26 is what I'm saying.
Okay. See, the way I always thought of that is it's at that price point where you can mix it or you can drink it straight. That's the only good thing I have about Buffalo Trace.
But people are starting to say that it's hard to find.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
not for me.
Yeah, not for me either. I don't know where that's at, but
I enjoy I'd be curious to know the mash bill on it, because I have found recently that I don't like heavily wheated whiskeys. Ryes or something that I used to love that I'm sort of finding my way back to.
Yeah, that was for me.
Buffalo Trace has like still this quality that's kind of like it's similar to the same profile, totally different. Don't compare them side by side, but I'm going to the Dickel. But that same sort of.
You want to compare the Dickels, eh?
But you know what I'm saying?
Let me get closer to the camera.
It's kind of like it's smooth, but not smooth in the right ways, right?
No, I wasn't a fan of that one either.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't mean to trash talk it. We haven't had it on the show. I haven't had it in a while.
That is weird that we haven't done that one. But you know what? To be honest, we haven't done Jack Daniels. We haven't done Jim Beam, the regular one. We haven't done Evan Black or White and actually give it its own review.
Yeah,
you know what you should do?
What?
You should just do the budget bourbons. Knock them all out in one show.
I think
that is a fantastic idea, Patrick.
I think it might have.
Well, let me know when you're doing that one.
You want to know how good we are? Here's how good we are. Your idea to have an episode where, let's say, we take every budget bourbon that we can find under $20 in our local market, and we put them all out, and we put bags over them, and we do a big blind taste testing, and then we drink them, right? Drink them blind. And then you got to hurry it up. I'm running out.
I know, but it's not coming up. What's it called?
Bourbon Shootout. Budget Bourbon Shootout.
I forgot you guys did that one.
Here we go.
I was trying to do
No,
a thing.
it's not what it was called.
What is it called?
Hang on. The best Kentucky straight bourbon under $20 after a blind test. That's a fucked up title.
That's a long title.
A lot of words. Yeah.
Yeah, that really was a lot of words. So
anyway, We're that good.
All right,
We have it.
I'm putting that link in.
We have it for you right now. We did it right now.
Right there. Look at that guy. Look how nice they are to everybody. If you want to talk Buffalo Trace, though, in Eagle Rare out of Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Hang on, I want to introduce Patrick.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to show you how it's actually done. It's right now.
There it is.
You can't done me, dude. All right, go.
I'm outgunned here.
Hey, that is our blind taste test for the bourbon stuff. For the best bourbons under $20, there's actually we called it a ringer. It wasn't a ringer. It was a non-bourbon in there that we just threw in. We wanted to see what it would do because we was told it was the best.
The real surprise was not the winner. The real surprise was second place. Second place.
I don't have that one here.
Was drastically. Well, I'll just say it was $9. $9 a bottle. Won second place out of 10 or so whiskeys.
No, you guys got so many shows ahead of you.
What's that?
Like 7.
You guys got so many shows ahead of you. Now you do the $20 to $30 range.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's a huge catch.
It's right there. No, it's not right there.
No, because we started doing. We got on tequila kicks, and we haven't looked back much. We've done a couple of tequila comparisons.
Oh man, tequila's so good.
Yeah, we're gonna do tequila on live here pretty quick.
We just had a bottle of number one sent our way.
Yes,
Reposado, which we never gave a full episode for.
Yeah, so number one reached out, and or I guess they didn't reach out. We reached out to them.
Yeah,
and they was kind enough to send us a bottle of the Reposado, which we sort of had on the show, but not really. Tyler brought us some, and to be fair,
Tyler brought us some and he didn't leave it. We mooched it.
It absolutely got swept up in the talk about the Blanco.
Yeah.
And we just didn't give it a full to it. And so anyhow, they give us that one, and we're going to be putting it back out there. And I'm really glad because if you guys don't know, number one is one of our top 2 tequilas. It's right there. And it's just splitting hairs as to which one we want to drink at any given time.
At the Blanco level.
At the Blanco level, yeah. I wouldn't even say Blanco. For just a daily get out and grab it, money wise, it's right there. I mean, we got a few that's say it's cheaper. We got a lot of them. It's a lot more expensive, but at the end of the day, that man, they're number one.
I'm anxious to try the Reposado again because I found a lot of budget tequilas, at like the $50 range that I think are stellar. And that Reposado, I believe, sits in that 60-ish.
I want to say, Tyler, do you know?
Oh, Tyler says, here's
I see him, but see, I don't do it because now if I do that, then it's right in front of my face. We've been having microphone trouble all night.
He sounds
all right. That's fine. I'll do it.
He sounds so much richer and fuller.
Just do what I do. Use it to block your double chin.
I don't have a double chin. I got a beard to block that. We've had microphone troubles all night long.
Patrick,
actually.
yeah, you've grown some bushy facial hair. Yeah,
I usually did. I not have a beard when you guys were here? I feel like I did.
What? Alvy, you said a full what? I'm not following you.
Oh, I think that had to have been back a while when we weren't paying attention.
Not according to my time marker. It isn't.
I don't even know what time it is.
Tyler said Reposado was $59.99, so $60.
Yeah,
I think you could have typed $60, Tyler.
So I think that
don't be cheap. Give him the penny.
The penny makes the difference.
Yeah, I'm anxious to have that again.
No, I know. I'm very anxious. I think what our plan is to do a review in there, and then we'll probably bring it back here to the table, and I'm not gonna say kill it, but we're gonna put a dent in it back here talking to you guys.
Yeah.
And the really cool thing is, Tyler, you'll appreciate this. Alec Raimondo is the one that sent it to us, so which is really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. I made a pretty funny sound. You made a pretty funny. You probably got to be talking to you.
No, I don't know.
I'm not funny. You're funny.
I'm going to cheers myself again.
I'll help you. Oh,
I can't get that sound. I don't have anything to make that.
This is where we just smash a Glencairn glass.
$12. Throw it.
Do you have what are you drinking out of, Patrick? That's a nice little whiskey glass.
This is the one I bought when we went to Gomer's.
Oh yeah.
I like that glass.
I'm a fan.
Do you guys have access to Fortizella? You are the third or fourth person to ask us about that tequila. We are working on getting it.
Yeah.
We've been looking for it in stores. We've also got a feeler out to those to see if we can get them to work with us on getting a bottle. But as of this second, Spad, no, we don't have it. But we are trying very hard because we've had a lot of people say that's the one to go get.
Yeah. That's popped up a lot, actually, several times. So, let's see.
It is not signed, Tyler.
Yeah, that bottle's not signed. Well, I don't know. We should have asked him to sign it.
We could probably get it. He seems like a pretty good dude.
Yeah.
So,
we do have a signed bottle of tequila.
We do.
Senor Rijo.
Yeah, Senor Rio tequila. If you looked at any of our episodes or the one last week, you will see that big black bottle sitting in the middle of our shelf back. It looks like a spade or an upside down spade or something.
Yeah.
And it is signed by the actual distiller, Debbie Brock. If I'm saying her name right, Brock or Brosh, I'm not sure which we've spoken to her. She's actually sent us some hats and stuff and a shirt. And we're going to be reviewing that one. It was a pretty expensive tequila that Colby actually got for us. But after we found out it was signed by her, we're trying to get a different bottle so we don't have to open the one that's signed. So,
yeah, it's
a spiral bottle.
Yeah, that one right there in the middle.
But this is the one we want to try. But you can't find this anymore.
Apparently. For multiple reasons, I want to try that bottle. I don't even know what the cost of it is. I just love the way it sounds. So
it was aged in oak and burgundy barrels.
They've got a great story which we're going to tell when we get around to doing it. We're going to try to get Debbie to do a one-on-one live stream with us or a Zoom call or something we can record for an interview. And they are out of Arizona, not actually out of Mexico, though her father lives in Mexico, or I should say lived in Mexico. And I'm pretty excited to finally get into that bottle. It's got a lot of story behind it. My father's a musician as well. He sent us a CD. So
yeah,
also not signed, I don't
think. There's so much good like tequila out there. It just makes me, Patrick, it makes me sad. It makes me sad for you. I think tomorrow you
poor non-tequila drinking
skip work tomorrow and go find yourself a really good bottle of tequila.
Tequila.
You don't need to.
Nah, I just last bottle of tequila I bought, I gave to you guys.
All the more reason you should go out and buy a bottle of tequila.
Let's see,
I'm a bourbon guy.
What time can we meet?
Was that Cadijo?
Yeah, this is Blanco Cadijo.
That was Tequila Blanco. Oh, we still got part of that bottle left. We put a pretty good dent in it.
Yeah,
good.
That won our Blanco shootout.
I know. I watched and I was happy because it was Tyler that supplied the other one, right?
He did.
It was.
Yeah.
And even though I had no hand in any of it, other than I bought a bottle, I still felt like a little victory right there.
Yeah.
We didn't buy either bottle. We felt a huge victory.
That's usually how it goes, right?
Yeah. No. That's what. Damn it! I bought everything on this table except them freaking meat sticks. Maybe not this one. Did you buy
that?
I think I probably bought that one too.
Yeah, I didn't buy.
Damn it!
I didn't buy anything. I bought the microphones in here. That was my contribution. Was the microphones?
I bought everything in this office right here. Does that count?
Tyler says Cheetos. Okay,
here's hold on. I went back to the hickory.
We're still. This is the argument of the night. Okay,
this is what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
So I went back to the hickory.
Yeah.
Still tonight, it's better than the rest of them. Though after coming back off this chocolate malt, it's not as good as it was. It's still hitting the spot for me over everything on the table.
Really?
It really is.
You just have that one all you want to. I will say. I will say this for tonight. Whatever tonight is bringing, whatever the reason is, the Arkansas barley, I think, was where it was at for me, which is why I'm going to pour a big glass of this because I might want to go back to that.
The barley was my other kind of one. It really felt good. The chocolate was actually my least favorite of the night, which was weird. And that's normally my favorite, 100%.
So, something we are going to do going forward, I think, is we are going to let you guys know what we're drinking so you can drink along with us, Patrick.
Yeah, we're going to try that tonight.
Yeah, I actually requested to know what you guys were drinking so I could obtain a bottle, and Chris did not tell me. I did.
No, I told you that.
I didn't. I don't listen to him.
Yeah, I told you he wanted.
He doesn't listen to me, so we're on the same page.
Man, the day was kind of messed up. We just could not get around to make everything happen.
Yeah,
that
no,
was the real problem.
Today was crazy.
So
I'm not sure. I don't know why we decided to do this on Mondays, but whatever. Monday
because we didn't have an episode releasing and we was already here.
Well, that's true.
That's why.
I want to go back to Tyler's comment real quick.
Yeah.
I know you got Patrick's.
No. I'm just trying to keep them rotating through.
So,
wait, how'd that happen? Oh, comments are separate from overlays.
Yeah.
I'm learning stuff tonight too.
There you go.
It's a really neat program.
Here's the thing. That number one Blanco that we thought smelled like Cheetos up against the Cadijo Blanco. I still think it's there. I still think the flavor profile and the nose is there, but it's good on its own. It's just that Cadijo,
fantastic.
Cadijo Blanco is so crisp and clean that it's like two different animals. It's like drinking a Perrier and then like an Orange Crush.
That episode's on the side as well.
Oh,
but we're not gonna splash it up here because it's just a bunch of random shit.
You don't want to try to. I bet they can probably type this out. If you're driving, try to type this out.
Yeah. Let us know how that works out for better yet, record yourself and do it. No, the last time we had the Blanco, I didn't pick up that note like we did before. I don't know why it was so strong to me that particular night. Because again, at the end of the day, that number one Blanco is fantastic. There's a reason it was in our shootout. That was two favorite Blancos, because our thing is, Blancos typically are hot. When you talk about tequila, it's what everybody thinks of as Blanco, or they think of Cuervo Gold. And honestly, most people that don't like tequila, that's what they've had. And they're usually harsh. They're big. They're slappy around, really peppery, hot, get you drunk fast, just, not a great experience. Well, the two that we found that's the exception to that so far, and I know there's more, is the Cadijo Blanco and the number one Blanco.
Yep.
And the number one Blanco was my favorite and had been my favorite forever. Since I had it, forever, ever since I had it. Even being up there in
Patrick's house.
Kansas City, yeah. And when we had the Cadijo, that's the one was like, I don't know. Maybe we found a contender, which is why we did that episode.
Yeah.
And, it panned out, but nothing taken away from the number one. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Still amazing.
I think that it's just a matter of taste. It's a matter.
Well, I think it's a matter of the moment. It's just like this.
What are you looking for right now?
Yeah. It's just like this hickory, whereas normally we both would agree that is not the best that Rocktown has to offer.
Yeah. And clearly you're out of your mind.
Neither one of us are saying the one that we normally love.
This one's pretty good.
Is not our favorite.
This one's tasting pretty good right now.
Which one are you back at? The chocolate?
Chocolate. I'm working my way back through the trio.
I think coming back off the chocolate, it's hard to go back to the hickory.
But
if you started out with it, I think you might have agreed with me more.
We're talking about this so much. Let's just let's search Rocktown real quick. Bring up their website.
All right.
So
I had that look earlier, and you said, "Nah, don't worry about it. They're not sponsoring the show. Don't worry about putting our graphic up." Same reason we don't have Sierra Nevada Hazy IPA. They didn't give it to us. We had to pay for that shit.
We didn't have to pay for it. It's true.
Hey, but you know what, Rocktown, if you're out there and you do want to give us a bottle, we will make sure that your logo is right up here and you're getting talked about all night long. Well, you're already getting talked about all night long.
I was going to say, yeah, but not necessarily all good.
And no. We ain't doing that. No. We either like it or we don't. We're going to be honest about it. There's not going to be no payouts or buy-offs on this crap.
Let's see where we're at here. Okay, so
now that being said, I genuinely like Rocktown. I've been down there a lot.
You said it's a really cool place.
It is an awesome place. And as I've said, I think in every episode except the first one, because I didn't know her yet, Jade, the server down there, freaking amazing. She'll not see this, but she's awesome.
Okay. I want to go through their whiskeys here. Arkansas bourbon. I haven't had that. Have you had that?
Hold on. I'm getting schooled on.
Oh.
So Alvy, I was told it was actually Kodaho. Is how I was told to say it originally, but I don't say it right. I'm aware I don't say it right.
That's just you're just going off George Strait's pronunciation.
I am. No, that's not true. I actually have heard it was Kodaho, and then Patrick told me it was Cadijo. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you because it appears from your last name that you might know more than me.
I think so.
So
we're
is it
Ozarks?
Cadejo?
Probably.
Say yes or no if I got that right. All right, now go ahead.
That, so
okay. Arkansas bourbon. I haven't had this. You have had this?
I've had it. Not my favorite.
I assume these go. Do these go in order of like price or length of time?
No, they're all
difficulty it takes to distill?
Almost all of those bottles run anywhere from 45, which I think, if I remember right, was the Hickory was about 45, and it goes up to around $55, $60 for a bottle. And then their gins and their vodkas are a little cheaper.
4 grain sour mash straight bourbon.
I do not remember that one.
Bottled and bond.
I have had that one.
Straight
and it was
rye.
Okay. I liked that one a lot. That was the one I almost brought back instead of the chocolate.
This is the one we're agreeing on tonight. That's actually pretty good.
Yep,
right?
love that one.
And this is the one that we normally
absolutely dearly love that one.
Yeah, this one's really, really good.
Can't say that I remember that one at all.
I want to know what that is. That's
that might be something new.
This is the one
Yeah.
that gets a big boo from me, and you like it.
I like it. I like it again tonight, especially.
You're weird.
But I will admit it doesn't stand up next to the other two.
I do think it would be good in cocktails.
It is.
Has
very good. I had a hickory
flavor.
smoked old fashioned. Now it's just an old fashioned with this, plus they use a hickory smoke on top of it, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then they had all their specialty ones there that it's aged and extra. Anyhow, they're also pretty dang good.
The fun stuff.
But to be fair, they're very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
to be fair. So
Shout out to
bourbons.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Nope, you're fine. Oh yeah, we've got a bottle, not the Wheat Inspire, but we have the Bourbon Inspire in the other room. We almost brought it tonight, and decided that is the Missouri or Arkansas? Later. Sorry, Alvy, I'm trying to keep up. I'll look up to make sure. I'll let you know better later. Is the Missouri or Arkansas? We live in Missouri, if that's what you're asking. Rocktown is in Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas.
We're basically, it's kind of the same state.
Yeah, we live a little north of Branson. Everybody knows where Branson's at, so we're an hour north of there, straight up the highway.
Patrick, have you been to Branson in a while?
I have not been to Branson in a long while.
So it's actually kind of gotten cool.
That's because of COVID.
There's nobody there anymore. That's not true.
Everybody left.
So I like it. Yeah. No,
it's pretty nice now.
It's the landing down there, the Branson landing.
That's a beautiful place. I love that.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty. It's a nice little it's a nice little.
What's the
day trip?
What's the distillery that's got the place there on the landing? I mean, I know. Is it Old Smoky? Is that the one?
No, it's not Old Smoky. It's some offshoot. It's a moonshine place that I couldn't get a tasting of because my ID
I forgot about that.
Was expired.
That's hilarious.
By 3 days, my ID was expired, and I couldn't get a drink.
You still have to pay taxes if it's expired, don't you?
Oh, of course. But they wouldn't serve me a drink.
So if you walk down the landing, they do have a little distillery. It's not Old Smoky, but it's something like that. It's a labeled moonshine thing, but they do give tastings in there. It's not too bad if you get a chance to go in there and check it out. It's one of the more fun things to do on the landing, I think. It makes the rest of the landing a lot more fun if you do it.
I wouldn't know. I even though I run a booze review channel, I would not know if the moonshine is any good because they wouldn't let me taste the moonshine because my ID was expired by 3 days.
I guess we should reach out to them.
Makes me so mad.
Tag them. And, well, to be fair, I mean, it's law. I mean, you can't mad them for that. So I know it's frustrating.
It's a dumb law.
It is dumb. I don't understand.
It's a dumb law. I was able to get an ID with the appropriate documents saying I was born on this date, and just because that document expired does not mean that like I got it in the first place.
Did you get
someone out there who's making fake expired IDs?
Nobody. Also, they're not any good.
I don't look 16.
So to bring this back around full circle, back to the NFL again. So, well, on that topic, if he's watching that Chiefs game, so Mahomes finally threw his 1500th pass or play or however they measure that. So they said he was finally official. So all these records that he held apparently couldn't be official till he threw that 1500th throw. I don't know how that works. I didn't know that, but he did it during that game, and that's what the announcers was making fun of. That he said,
talking about the passer rating.
Yeah. So he said on his 26th throw, one play ago, he was not, but on his 27th throw of the game, he was bona fide.
Well, did you hear that? Who do you know who held the record before him for passer rating?
Was it Manning?
Passing? No.
Who
it was Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
Do you know how long he held that record?
No.
3 days. Aaron Rodgers had it before, so Aaron Rodgers held it for ever.
You're reading the same thing I'm reading, I think.
No, I'm looking at Patrick. I'm looking above the camera because we're going to switch our camera, put the camera above the TV so that
a little more than salty.
It's the
just
whiskey.
Go ahead and put your finger up there, Alvy. It's fine. We like Patrick. He can deal with it. He knew what he was getting into when he tied up with us. Alvy, here's the deal. I don't know if you follow football or not, but so this guy here moves to the middle of Kansas City and puts on a damn Buffalo Bills t-shirt, which is up there in New York, and starts waving their flag around. And yeah, you think at some point, he's not going to get a ribbon. Yeah, you're wrong.
Oh man, Chad Smith's here.
Chad Smith.
That's my dad, y'all.
That's your dad?
Not my real dad, but
no.
this was my adjusting mentor.
Oh, see, I always thought you was talking like Ocho Cinco.
He's actually closer to you guys than he is to me right now.
Well, yeah, everybody likes us better than you.
That's true.
Chad Smith, isn't that the Chili Peppers drummer?
I don't know. I thought it was Ocho Cinco. That's Chad somebody.
That's Chad Johnson.
Chad Johnson Smith
is who?
I think those are very common names.
No.
I don't know. We're gonna Google. We're gonna Google Chad Smith. We're gonna find out who.
Yeah.
It is the
Chad
Chili
Smith
Peppers
is the drummer for Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I did not know that.
That's new to me too.
And he is in our chat
welcome.
room. He's in our chat room.
That's the.
That's what we're telling everybody.
Hey, look right there.
Chad, thank you for joining.
He's in Springfield.
He's in Springfield. See, Chad knew that.
Oh,
why wouldn't you?
He was talking about me being salty.
Yeah, you thought he.
Oh. About what?
about not getting access to the moonshine in Branson because of my expired
There's
ID.
nothing to be salty about there. That stuff's. There's a couple of them I actually really like, but for the most part, it's flavored moonshine.
Hey,
Hey, I found that sweet spot in my mic. It's right there. There it is.
He's right. Chad Smith, the drummer, looks like identical to Will Ferrell.
Yeah, they did a drum off at some point on
like Fallon
Kimmel, Fallon, something like that.
One of the late night shows.
One of the late night shows.
Yeah,
and shockingly, Ferrell does really well.
Pretty good.
I mean, he's not Chili Pepper drummer.
Well,
So a nice piece of trivia. If I'm not talking bourbon with you guys,
all right,
I could talk bourbon with Chad. So what are you drinking tonight, Chad? Do you have any bourbon?
What's everybody in the chat room drinking tonight? Post it if you got it.
Yeah. If
we'd love to hear.
Having a drink with us,
especially if it's something we haven't had. We'd like to try it. If it's something we have had, we'll talk about it. I guess.
I think you meant if Ben Roethlisberger wasn't overweight, because he is overweight.
Yeah.
Whenever he got injured, he looked like Santa Claus.
I was gonna say Roethlisberger looks like he drinks way more than I do.
Yeah,
it looks like he has a good
And
time.
I'm gonna be honest, 75 pounds overweight, but at least 65.
So Chris recently bought a mountain bike, and you've lost some pounds.
No, I haven't. I swear to God, I have not.
He slimmed down, folks.
Well, I'm not as gassy tonight as I normally am.
Okay.
No, I have bought a mountain bike, but I still Four Roses. Which one, Chad?
Yeah, which are you drinking?
Because that is a dividing, a very
broad
contentious
statement
thing here.
Yeah.
I don't think Jared Cross is in the.
Alvy's drinking lemonade.
Listen, I drink bourbon when I'm at work.
What do you do, Alvy? Where are you working at? If you can say. If you can't, that's fine.
And also, kudos for you for watching our live stream during work.
There you go.
Yay, Alvy!
But
My favorite is a small batch.
But he's
Now,
drinking
the small batch is the one that I don't
the cheapest one.
Or is it? Which
What's
one
it?
is it I don't like?
You don't like this one, the cheapest.
The cheapest one. Okay. So is the small batch the one Jared had the other night?
I think so. Yeah.
Small batches.
All right.
We have the single barrel. You don't like the single barrel. Chad doesn't.
No, the
like
single barrel's
single barrel.
Eh.
I like it. It's hot. But
There's another one that I had that was like super cheap that I absolutely hated. I had to mix the whole thing. I couldn't drink it.
well, the cheap one was awful.
Okay, that's
But
probably that's the
we
one I
haven't,
had.
We haven't
So-
had the small batch.
So
Oh,
that must be the one Jared has. Jared Cross.
small batch is solid.
Rounded bottle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
There-
I think the one I
there's your
had was
description.
in that low $20 price range.
I want to say that small batch is right around 30, but I could be wrong. I haven't bought it in a while.
The one I had is a very kind of plain yellowed bottle, and I want to say it was like $22, $24, something like that. And I didn't like it. So Alvy, I work for assistant to an engineer. I don't know. Okay.
With industrial pipes.
I assume we're not talking about the choo-choo.
No.
That kind of engineer.
That kind of engineer.
Like trained engineer.
Because I think you get fired for being on your phone if you are.
No, I think we're working pipelines.
Pipeline. Industrial pipes that move across the
Mm.
water. Oh, okay.
That's fun.
So we got a little.
Do we move water across our country?
You can.
No, I mean,
It depends on where you live, I think. I mean,
everything's
we're not-
hydroelectric around here. There's not a
We're
lot of
not like
reason.
piping it
some of
from
those.
one side to the other, but you have to pipe it through the country.
Well,
for
I know we
things.
divert like what is it, the Rio Grande? Is that the right river that they divert into Mexico and out,
Yeah,
back and forth depending on drought season?
I think so. There's
So-
a lot of cities that shouldn't exist because of engineers.
That's probably, yeah.
Like there's
Cheers to engineers.
here. Cheers to
Yeah,
engineers.
cheers to
you're
For
empty.
God's
You
sake.
can't cheers me.
It wasn't me this time.
This guy's trying to cheers me with an empty glass.
Yeah,
My
you
beer
take
was
that.
full. My beer was full. All right.
Oh, his beer was full. You can't cheers with the beer.
Hey, we're all sent by computers. Cheers.
All right. There
Cheers,
you go, Patrick.
Anyway, we got a little sideways, but you're talking
That's
about
what we want to do.
middle
That's
of Kansas
what
City.
Monday nights are about is no agenda. So here's the secret, y'all. We prepare 2 or 3 things to talk about just in case the chat's like dead and nobody's here. But what we really hope is we want you guys to tell us what we're talking about. And that's why we engage with you guys. We have like a thing and we do our, hey, here's some product that, that we have and we're looking forward to and we're getting, and thanks for stuff. And then we really just want to talk to you guys because that's the most fun thing we can do.
Side note, I'm going to plug the product again because
We should.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Patrick, you need to get a box of these meat sticks.
If I would have known, I would have been prepared with meat sticks.
These guys. Well, we just got them
Actually,
today.
I would be very curious if you are out and about and you see Pop's Authentic meats. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to, but I would love to know if you can get them.
Put this
then-
closer to the camera real quick.
Yeah, no, please do it. Please do it. Please do it. Please do it.
I'm keeping
And I will find that, awesome banner that I created earlier. There it is. Or here, hang on a second. Well, it is. Boom. There you go. Got the whole thing.
Authentic me stacks.
Yep. Get out of them, Lyal. Get out. Oh, yes, son of a gun.
Peppered.
These things are like.
Okay, they're really good. And you was right. The original is my favorite. I like that. I like that peppered one.
I would not, the pepper one's really good. I actually think I'd go original bacon pepper, but
I'd be the opposite. Original peppered bacon.
But we're both on original.
Yeah, originals.
These things are not like
Jacklings.
Yeah, they're not.
If we got to call one out, or what's the Slim Jim?
Yeah,
that's the one they look like.
Slim,
they're not even freaking close.
So good, so good. So
Slim Jim's a unique thing.
I'd like to try them.
What'd you say, Patrick?
I said I'm going to look around for them because I like to try them. I'm currently looking to see if I can see where they sell them.
All right.
Yeah, they're made in Missouri, so I'd say their radius is reasonably tight, but I don't know that.
You can order them online and have them shipped to you.
The price tag on these is $8 for 12. I don't know where the price tag came from.
Whoa,
if that's out of their deal, but that's not outrageous.
Where'd you see the price tag?
Whoa.
Unless that's not an actual price tag.
Or do you think that's $8 a stick?
Or is it per stick?
Oh, God, no. I can't get behind it if it is. I mean, it's not. I know it's not. It's $8 for a box, I'm sure.
Well, that's a hell of a deal.
That's a hell of a deal.
That sounds like a hell of a deal.
That is a hell of a deal.
No, those are like, my wife is pregnant right now and she loves meat sticks.
What?
I know. It's true. She loves meat sticks.
That's how she got pregnant.
I was waiting for it. I was like, come on. Somebody's got to give it to me. Come on. I'm setting you up.
I appreciate that one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this will be fun.
Says the guy with 4 kids, Patrick.
No, I want to talk now. I want to see if they need beef because I've got some beef.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Just because it tastes like a grass-fed
Pop's
stick.
authentic
lean
Strickland meat.
What is that, Patrick? Wild turkey rare breed?
Have you guys had the Kentucky Spirit single barrel?
No.
Well, I've heard rare breed is really, really good, and I would like to try it.
Just
I would
the other
very
day,
much like to try it.
Chad was at your local Springfield Macadoodles, and he was looking at bourbons, and he sent me that picture and said, "Which one should I get?"
What was the other one?
It was the Kentucky Spirit.
I don't know anything about Kentucky Spirit, but which
rare
looks
breed.
fancy as shit. But I've heard rare breed's very good.
I've had rare breed.
I didn't catch the price, Patrick. Which one are they comparable?
Kentucky Spirit's more expensive. Give me a second. I'll go back into that. It's $46.98 for the rare breed and $59.98 for the Kentucky Spirit.
Yeah, Chad, I don't know about Kentucky Spirits, but I've heard from several people that rare breed's really good, and I really want to try it.
You got it.
I like Wild Turkey 101. I like it. I think it's good. We've got a bottle in there. I will replace it. It's a great whiskey to have on the shelf.
And at a good price point.
It really is.
Yeah.
100%.
People crap all over those
Slim Jim's for something a stick.
Are you kidding me?
What? Where do you live, Alvy?
If it's
that
$4 a
crap,
stick,
even the big sticks are like $1.49 for the really big ones.
Send you some.
Yeah, maybe we need to.
Doing this for Chad. I don't know if he's had this.
Yeah, go for it.
But that's
we'll put you back up there.
So hard to do it back.
Spin that around so you can see the. Well, when you're done.
Is our Oak and Eden episode out?
Just when you do it with me.
It's coming up.
Hang on, I'll tell you. I'm not sure.
Alvy, you taking off?
Solid, I'm number 1 right now. Look at this.
14th of January, if nothing changes.
Oh, he's from Texas.
Oh, Alvy, we need to talk, buddy. How far down? Say by maybe Austin?
You're just hoping.
Balcones?
I am hoping. Freaking Austin. God, I love Austin. I don't know if I love Austin or not. I've never been to Austin, but I guess once. I don't remember anything about it. I was at one bar, but I was in a tour bus. But anyways,
I was in
Man,
Austin
A lot
for
of good stuff there.
2 months.
Slim
It
Jim.
wasn't that impressive.
You scared my dog. Yeah, Slim Jim.
Good enough for my dog.
You know what, Alvy? You should jump online and you can buy Jennings. And I mean, if you want to give them your dog, I guess it's up to you. I'm not going to recommend that because I'm sure they're not made for dogs and it's probably not healthy, but you will like them.
Man, they're really good. It's like a good. I don't know. Here's the thing. I know it sounds like I'm shilling for these people, but
Hey, they didn't pay us anything. They sent us these boxes of stuff.
yeah,
You've seen us try them. We're going to put them on the show. We'll give them actual review, but I'm going to tell you right now, we do like them.
yeah, it's fantastic. It's nice. I'll tell you what it reminds me of is like ground and formed jerky, right? But like good, lean.
No, I don't
lean.
like ground and formed jerky. That stuff's nasty.
No, but like you had my jerky when I was making jerky.
Didn't like it.
Boy, we're learning things tonight.
If you guys
Didn't you have that lamb stuff too?
Now the lamb stuff was squishy.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Maybe
no,
I
this
didn't
is
have
like
your jerky then. I had the lamb and I didn't like it.
no. This like
Because it felt like it's injected full of crap.
no. This stuff. When I say ground and formed grass fed jerky, it's what it has the same toothiness of. It's like a real. It's not quite like the old school jerky like you and I like the big chew on it like a piece of gum.
Yeah, it's like
hour.
thin cut meat.
Yeah. But it's just got a nice
Big,
toothiness to it. Sinuous.
Sinuous is the right word. Look it up, folks. It's a real word.
Yeah. Is it smelly? No, it's not. Except for good.
What, this?
Yeah.
No, it's not smelly at all.
No. Although,
No. And I can also tell you it tasted pretty good in my whiskey.
I will say that my that's why you like that Hickory Rocktown so much. You put your damn jerky in it, man.
I put Jennings in there.
Yeah. Oh, put it in whiskey. It'll smell better.
Anyhow,
and taste
Pop's
better.
Authentic. If you want to order some, order it and then try it. I'm actually, if I was going to buy some, that would be the one I'd buy. And so at $8, that's less than $1 a stick, which I'm sure if you'd bought it individual, it'd be over $1 a stick. But
oh, surely
for the box, I mean,
yeah.
If you like the stuff, that's the way to go.
Yep, man.
I don't know if you guys saw, but Alvy back at 819 did say that he likes the football chat.
I did hear him say that, but I haven't heard him actually contribute to the football chat. So, Alvy, who are we?
Who are you rooting for?
I mean, I think you ought to be rooting for Kansas City because your ex college quarterback is now quarterbacking for us.
Well, he did ask about Seattle. I don't know if he just
Amari,
wanted to know.
Amari
Do
Cooper.
what?
I have Amari Cooper on my fantasy team, and he has been doing well. It's been doing fantastic for me. Solid.
Who's this dude that was kicking for Tampa Bay the other night? Koo.
I don't know.
I never heard him, but I love the name. His name was Haiku. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
Patrick, who's the kicker for Tampa Bay?
Cowboys fan. What the?
It doesn't matter who the kicker for Tampa Bay is. It's a kicker for Tampa Bay.
One of them was Suckup.
Yeah, Suckup's one of them.
For Tampa Bay?
For Tampa Bay, Suckup's one of their kickers now.
Is he not the only kicker?
Man.
Oh, who am I thinking of? Who's Koo? K-O-O. I thought he was one of the kickers. Maybe he's not a kicker. Maybe
no, that's no. I know exactly who that is. He was with Atlanta, not Atlanta.
What's he do? I thought he's a kicker.
Was it Atlanta?
Oh no, it's
Or
Atlanta.
the Cardinals?
Young Ho Koo.
Yeah, was he the Cardinals or Falcons?
Hoku's name? I thought he said Haiku. I
know
never heard
Young
of him.
Ho Koo. I still haven't heard of him, and I'm looking at him right now.
Okay.
Place kicker for the Falcons.
Falcons. Yeah.
I'd put him on a team just because I love his name. But
Yeah, he's still with the Falcons.
Here's my theory. All right, now, Patrick,
Yep.
I'm not gonna expose your age. I'm not gonna
Why
expose
not?
my age.
he's going to expose mine, I bet.
No, I'm not gonna say
I hope
anything.
so.
I'm just gonna say that from what my recollection, Chris is the elderly statesman among us.
Les Colby shows up again. Yes.
Mhm.
But what, and I say this very pointedly, why do you not like the Cowboys? Because I did not like the Cowboys for a long time, and I'll tell you why. After you tell me your reason.
Because Emmitt Smith no longer plays for them.
Oh, those were.
And if you don't like Emmitt Smith, piss off.
I don't like Emmitt Smith.
I've never cared a lot for the Cowboys one way or the other, but Emmitt Smith, I freaking love that dude. So he is a man. He is for me. He's a dude. I like.
We're gonna have to have talks off the air at some point.
I didn't like.
I can't stand Emmitt Smith.
No,
I didn't like the Cowboys.
Oh, the preacher, dude. Why would you not? Or Deacon. Why would you not like the Deacon? All right, we'll
he may be good personally, but football wise, he had the best offensive line ever in the history of football, and he still wasn't as good as Barry Sanders. But he has the records because Barry just left.
Deion Sanders is there.
No, Barry Sanders in Detroit.
That was the one time I actually really genuinely liked the Cowboys.
So you were. This is what I'm getting at age wise. Like you were in the throw of it. I didn't.
Michael
like
Jordan
the Cowboys.
fan. Yes,
I didn't like the Cowboys. Because every starter jacket that I came across was a Cowboys jacket, and it was just like a dynasty, right? And they're just like,
true.
come on,
Absolutely.
guys, come on. But
you don't like the bandwagon.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
Cowboys and 49ers. That's all it was back in the. I didn't like 49ers, but I was glad to get their ex-quarterback.
I feel like they've gone through such a dry spell, but they're swiftly approaching some territory that they need to win something.
that made me laugh pretty good. I'm not trying to hit on the Cowboys. I'm not trying to hate on them because I did pick them, Alvy. I did pick them to go to the Super Bowl. I really did, but they beat us 2 years running in the Super Bowl. That's why I hate the Cowboys.
Oh,
Alvy, I love you, brother, and thank you for hanging with us. We'll have to just differ on the Cowboys things, all.
I'm in on the Cowboys.
I can't right now. I'm you know what? When what's the quarterback that just got
Prescott?
Sick? Prescott. So whenever when he first come back on, I'll admit I was a little fanboy over him just because I was like, you want to see, again, fan of underdogs.
Yeah.
And this guy just comes out of nowhere and just swoops in and starts doing it just like Mahomes did.
Yeah.
And just like several quarterbacks have done over the last 2 years.
Chargers quarterback. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Herbert?
Yeah. I literally just dumped Lamar Jackson off my fantasy team for some waiver wire pickup because Herbert's my guy. He's doing great.
And then Minshew.
Oh yeah.
Out of the blue. Bam. Hey, look at me, my mustache. Let me throw.
Uncle Rick is injured if they benched him, but Jacksonville is playing Glennon. Mike Glennon, the old Bucs quarterback.
Yep.
Okay.
But no, they had Burrow come out and, he was the first pick and everybody's darling. But Herbert actually has had better numbers, I think, than Burrow has there in LA. Sorry. I still want to go with San Diego.
Yeah. He's been fantastic. I did this week, at least on fantasy, I didn't catch the game. Fantasy didn't do so great, but
because he played Buffalo.
Is that who he played this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No, he got 16 points in fantasy, something like that.
And Alvy, the reason I picked him is we did preseason picks. So this was basically going off what you knew from their pickup from the draft and what they did last year. But I did say that I didn't think it would be Dak. I thought that Andy Dalton would be the one that got him there. So I'm halfway there. They just have to win the division now at 5-11.
Who was Dalton with before?
Bengals.
Yeah.
I like Dalton.
I like Andy Dalton a lot. I really, really like him, and I don't know why.
Who's Zeke?
Ezekiel Elliott. He's a running back. He's on my fantasy team, and this is another reason I hate the Cowboys because he has done nothing. I'm so sorry, Albie. I don't want to dump on him.
I'm excited. I am excited for the Cowboys to do something. I think they've spent enough time in the woodshed, and they have a lot of talent on their team, and I'd like to see them do well. Now, I'd love to see someone that's never done well in
Browns
decades. Somebody who's just
Cleveland
horrible team.
I know where you're going. Don't do it.
Up for so long. Who just needs to have a Super Bowl just a consolation prize, I don't know, someone like the Buffalo Bills or something.
Yeah, I knew you're going there.
That's what I
Hey, what's the only team to go to 4 straight Super Bowls?
went back like
4 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah,
We went to 4 straight.
Were you talking like year 6 or what?
Well, no, we went in the 90s. I think it was 90 or 89, 90, 91, 92, something like that. The 4 years straight, we were the AFC.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we got some of those guys, Alvy.
I mean, I have to say, because I mean, like Chiefs, like when you're like Super Bowl 1, Super Bowl 2,
Yeah.
end of list.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's it. Woo!
I just appreciate like seeing those teams.
Every playoff in the last 6 years.
I hate to see teams just mire in sadness, you know. And I do think it's hard to like come down from a dynasty.
It's
like Tom Brady.
But that's
Tom
what
Brady,
makes
it's
it
sad.
fun, though, is that they do have their moments and the teams roll, and you can kind of see them getting better and better and approaching that. It's not that I hate Tom Brady. Tom Brady,
No.
I'm sure he's fine. I don't know the guy. I mean,
he's a slightly above average quarterback put in the right system.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
and he has a knack for comebacks. He did it to us the other night, and he scared the shit out of me that he's actually going to beat us.
It's
But-
not him. It's your
but-
defense.
Well, I love Rob Gronkowski. I'm a Gronkowski fanboy. Even when his Patriots, and I hated the freaking Patriots. But that's the thing, is the Patriots kept winning and winning and winning. After you win so much, you're like, piss off. I don't want you to win anymore. Get out of my system. And you want them to go on.
Yeah.
So that was my big thing with Patriots. Is
They did that this year, by the way. They went on. They
They went on. Yeah, they did. They definitely went on. No doubts about that. I tell you, I mean that selfishly, obviously, I want the Chiefs to be that team that everybody wants to knock off. But on the same note, yeah, I like the competitive. I like the are we going to do it or not? Now, right now we're on our high note, but I already see the people's catching on.
I mean,
we took a lot of people by surprise last year and still barely did it.
I mean, the Chargers game with Chargers and Chiefs this year was just abysmal. I mean, just insane. You're gonna make
You guys have a really bad defense. That's all there is to it.
Look at this.
Patrick Mahomes
you're
can push.
not wrong about that.
He can push the ball down the
Whiskey
field all he
sours.
wants. Why you do whiskey? You start with
No,
whiskey
you're not
sours.
letting that go into your glass. It's too hard to wash.
He's not wrong.
Ridiculous.
Jesus,
Just ridiculous. This is
But-
insane.
Kansas City's got enough makeup. If you guys could get your defense to play right, that you guys are going to be, you're going to be that team for a long time as long as Patrick Mahomes is there.
Well, we got to get Breland and Watkins to quit freaking costing us 100 and something yards a freaking game.
Alvin makes a good point.
I'm sorry,
How many times do the Chiefs get a Super Bowl ring and create a dynasty? Like, at what point do we get tired as Chiefs fans of the like? Oh, come on, man! Again?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's 5.
The one thing I don't want is it doesn't matter the rings.
Okay, here's the deal. It's
He has
enough.
a number.
It's enough. It's enough to knock off the top guy. That's what it is for
All
me.
right.
It's enough to be the best.
Yeah.
Mine
And
isn't.
then you can go, all right,
What's
time
your
for somebody else.
What's your answer, Patrick?
I don't really care how many rings. My thing is, and the reason I hated Tom Brady for so many years wasn't that he was in the Patriots. It wasn't that he was in division. It was because he could get a clean sack, stand up, put his arms up, and the refs would throw a flag.
Oh, yeah, I hated
Yeah.
that.
Whenever you become the darlings of the NFL and the refs do whatever you want, that's when I have a problem with you.
I seen that happen last night. That we got
Yes.
a Mahomes called for one where they got a hand to the
Yep.
face right for his interception. I'm like,
He
dude,
slapped his helmet. He said,
Yeah,
"Come on,
I'm
man!
like,
he
come
barely
on,
touched
man.
me."
I'm like,
And-
come on. But then Brady got 2 more right after that.
Yep.
I'm like,
So that's what does it for me.
but again, I was like, everybody was screaming about Mahomes getting that, and I'm like, you guys have Brady for a quarterback. Shut the fuck up.
He's the only reason they have that rule.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Patrick Mahomes.
I do like him as a person.
I like the fact that he's bought into the town.
Hey, I like Roethlisberger at first too, and shit
Until the
happens,
whole-
and
until
then
the
you're
bar
like,
stuff.
I don't like
Maybe-
you anymore.
Charges come up.
Yeah,
that's
pending charges. That would be the reason. Yes,
Maybe not a good role model anymore.
yeah, it's the same reason we don't have Kareem Hunt. I thought that guy was going to be an amazing player. He was one of my favorite guys to step foot on the field until all the bullshit hit. And then
He
I'm
was
like,
the best kicker on the Chiefs team.
So
Do what?
What?
He was the best kicker on the Chiefs team. I'm just gonna go away.
That's not right.
Yikes. So that's one of the things
Hey,
I really
to Reed's
like.
credit, he said hit the fucking road. Don't care how good you are.
Got rid of him.
So,
That's why I like the Chiefs. Is that like who was it? Somebody else got into hot water with the Chiefs because they did
Tyreek.
something. Was it Tyreek?
Tyreek.
And they brought him in, and he goes and basically came down. At least from my understanding, Patrick, correct me if I'm wrong. It came down basically like, listen, Kareem lied to us. They said no, it didn't happen. Tyreek said no, happened. Shouldn't have happened. Sorry. Try to do better.
I think they suspended his ass
Like,
for what, 4 games?
Yeah,
Like,
don't lie to us. Like, we'll help you work through this stuff. But I mean, yeah,
To be
that's
on
good.
Kareem's side, it wasn't like a Ray Rice situation.
No, I agree.
It was unfortunate, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. He could have stayed on the team. I don't think anybody would have held it against the Chiefs. But Andy is running a tight ship there, and I can appreciate that.
I was going to say, credit where credit's due. He held his ground, and knowing it was going to hurt him, you know. But yeah, it is. It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
Dallas Fort Worth native, Albie says. So okay, let's get back on the beer for a minute. If you're Dallas Fort Worth, Albie,
so such good beer.
you have a lot of good things going for you. I'm going to tell you, Silver Star Distillery. If you haven't been over there, slide over there, get some of their mixed drinks, and take home a bottle of their honey
whiskey. Patrick, have you had you had it when
I
you
know
were here,
you had
right?
it. I give it to you.
What is that?
The Silver Star honey whiskey from like Dallas Fort Worth area.
I don't do honey very well.
No, do you like any honey? Like you don't
If
like
there's
any
honey and booze, that's all I taste. And it's not the best flavor for me.
Do you like honey?
I like honey by itself. I don't like honey in stuff because it's an overpowering flavor.
Okay, I'm with you. We will get another bottle of it at some point, and I definitely want you to try it.
It's so good.
As far as honey flavors go, honey whiskeys go, there's none that'll touch it. It's as good a honey whiskey as you.
It actually tastes like honey.
It actually just tastes like you're drinking.
It doesn't.
It's really good.
Like fake honey.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like it's medicine. Really, really good.
Yep.
So
Silver Star
go there.
Martin City, Martin House.
Gosh, they're both really good breweries. One of them's in Kansas City. Patrick, you can go to Martin City.
I was just by Martin
you
City.
can go to Martin House.
Yeah, Martin House makes the pickle beer that we love so much.
Beer and several others.
And the bourbon. Here's the thing about the pickle beer. I'll say it again. And my Texas accent
I love
just
bees.
came out.
I love bees too.
Hey y'all, we'll take some Hexas honey now.
So the pickle beer from Martin House is good, right?
It is
fantastic, but it sits at 4.2%, which
I
is about a
wouldn't
Bud
know.
Light. Whatever. That bourbon barrel-aged pickle beer that they make, fantastic. Taste just like pickle juice with just maybe a hint of whiskey, maybe a hint of beer, and that stuff sits at like 9.2%.
There you go.
Oh my god, it's so good, and it just tastes like pickle juice. It's like it's not a sour, it's not a sweet beer, it's not a beer. It's just it tastes like pickle juice. So good. And then right outside of Dallas Fort Worth is Iron Root, right out of Denison.
But we still didn't get to one of my other favorite places in Fort Worth, which is Hop Fusion.
I haven't been there, but I've drank out of that glass so many times.
I love Hop Fusion, man. It's a cool, like 90s vibe graffiti skater place. But the really cool thing about it is you can go in if you like coffee beer. They have, and I don't remember who it was, they have someone bring in their cold brew coffee fresh every day. And then they hook that up, and you can have your coffee beer just made custom to however much coffee you want it right there on the spot. And it's freaking delicious. So yeah, Hop Fusion, man.
Good.
I absolutely loved it. I love their decor too, but I'm a 90s kid, so yeah. All that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's so many cool things with beer. I know you just went to a brewery recently down in Cassville, Missouri. Where
Hungry
you
Hollow.
got to do a little French press version with some hops and stuff.
Yes. So I had never done that before. I talked to the owner. He said that was not something that he made up. He'd seen it before.
Yeah.
But they took a French press like you do your coffee in. So you put hops. They had 3 different types of hops. They had Citra hops, Mosaic, and one other one. I can't remember what it was.
He was too drunk. Don't listen.
Anyways, I wasn't actually that drunk. Anyhow, they put whichever title hops you want in the bottom of that thing, and they fill it with whatever beer you want. I chose a double IPA, the Imperial IPA, however you want to say it. You put it in there, and you squish them hops down a couple times. You let it set for about 5 minutes, squish it a couple more times, and pour it in your glass. And it gives off this awesome kind of wet hopped feel. Whereas it doesn't have any of that dryness, any of that bitterness to it. It's just this nice, big, floral, juicy IPA. And man, it was so delicious. So delicious. Alvy, I know that area. My primary job is with a vending company, and my office my boss is in Grand Prairie. And so I spend a lot of time coming down there, several times a year. And when I'm in there, I make it a point just running over to whatever brewery's close to me.
Texas is so good. Like there's so much good whiskey coming out of that.
And place. That's the other thing being on this show. There's just so much good stuff coming out of there that we look it up.
We always go back and forth between beer-wise, between Oklahoma.
I still contend Wisconsin. Oklahoma City area holds title for as far as best beer for me. Man, you're gonna have to really come up with some stuff. Michigan's a contender.
Oh, Michigan. Oh, it's so good. Wisconsin.
Also
Wisconsin's pretty good.
Yeah. Whiskey though, I mean Texas, I think
Texas kills it.
I think it beats Kentucky. Like
Balcones is one of my favorites. Yeah. And after that last one we got from Patrick with the Balcones Shinerbach collaboration,
want me to go get it?
Man, that one's we've got some in there. I guess we could have done that one tonight, Patrick.
We've been trying to savor that bottle.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of it. I'm scared to death I'm not going to be able to get another one.
Mine's really completely full.
I absolutely will.
We'll trade you one. Why don't we trade you a bottle if you don't like it?
That was. I'm afraid we won't be able to get it again. And I absolutely.
It's really.
I dare say it might have become one of my favorite whiskeys. Maybe not as the time we recorded it, but since then, it's
quite good.
Really.
I got Chad one too. That was where the other bottle went.
Oh, Chad, have you tried it, Chad, or is it still completely full because you don't like it?
Because he might not even opened it yet.
Trade you a bottle if you want.
He has a solid liquor collection. So,
Balcones is so good.
I'm tickled. The funny thing about Balcones is you could still taste the similarities. I've had 4 of their whiskeys now, I think.
Yeah, and
every one of them has this undertone that you can tell. Where the Balcones Blue, Baby Blue is awesome. And every one of them has this undertone of the same flavor.
It's harsh and smoky and
chewy
rich and deep, chewy. Yeah. But all in like different. Every whiskey is a little different characteristic of that same profile.
Yeah, there is this undertone that you can taste, and you can almost say that's Balcones. I can tell it. There's almost this grittiness. Oh, never opened.
All right, Chad.
I mean, I don't blame you.
If you like Shinerbach,
that's not cool. I don't like Shinerbach.
I like Shinerbach. It tastes like Shinerbach. I love it. It tastes like a beer. It's like a beer whiskey.
If you ever went back into the back of that,
Patrick, you don't like that? It's okay if you don't. I prefer
it
if
you
don't
back,
like
Patrick.
it.
Just put it back. Stick it back.
We're about to find out once I get done with the soak and eating.
So
no. Just save that for us, and we'll trade you a bottle.
So, Alvy, I agree. They say it's Texas rainwater, and I'm beginning to think there's something to it. So, Silver Star Distillery makes theirs out of 100% Texas rainwater. Balcones makes theirs out of 100% Texas rainwater. Now, Silver Star's in Fort Worth. Balcones is in Waco. There's something about the way they interact with that, and I think there's something to it, man. I am tickled to death with the Texas whiskeys we got, and I think we've got another one up there
of what
Texas whiskeys. What was the?
We have a Colville.
Was that No, it was Kentucky.
Was that Colville? I thought Colville was Texas. No.
Well, I'll look again, but I think it's Kentucky.
All right. What other Texas whiskeys do we have up there? Like that we haven't had, or that we?
I was thinking there's one I had something on the shelf we hadn't had, but I can't remember what it is. It's okay. We'll figure it out. So. we're kind of running short on time now. I think we've been at it for almost 2 hours. We probably should.
Yeah, it's probably
start
time
thinking
to
about
like,
here. So
time to go.
yeah,
home at
we
some
really
point.
appreciate everybody jumping on and participating. Alvy and Chad, Tyler, Patrick. Of course, we really thank you for coming on and helping us out. Like I say, we hopefully every week we get a chance to get somebody different up here. We'll try to get some different people on.
Yeah,
I think we're going to try to get some other podcasters to jump on the live streams.
Yeah.
So you guys will get introduced to some new podcasts. We'll get introduced to some new podcasts, and we'll just try to grab people out of the stream. If you have the ability to throw a camera and a microphone up, and you want to chat with us for 3 or 4 minutes or whatever,
if you have a phone, if you have an iPhone,
if you have a phone
or an Android, like if you have a newer phone, we can pump you in.
Yeah, we'll poke you in there for a little bit and get on here and just join us and hang out for a minute. We'll put you on there for 5 minutes or whatever time allows.
We're hoping that Monday night becomes a time to just hang out.
It's a hangout.
Right, Patrick? We're just hanging out, having a good time.
This is what you get with Monday night's not going to be a lot different than if you had us sitting here
at a bar.
Yeah, exactly. we got to stay here long enough for Patrick to sample this, but other than that,
I'm sampling it right now. Not a fan.
Rick, no, Rick. Sorry, wrong.
You don't like it?
I don't
like it. Don't like it. No, we'll trade you a bottle.
We might have to do that.
But what is it you don't like about it?
I don't know. It's just got a taste to it, and I think it's just that beer mash coming through. I don't know if you guys realize the trouble I went through to buy 4 bottles.
No,
I've heard the story.
That's why
I've heard the story.
Bottle.
That's why. So here's the deal. Patrick got 4 of those bottles, and he had to go 4 different stores to get it because they only allotted 1, or they only had 1.
Yeah, they only had it, and I say I went to 4 to get it. I probably went through 8 of them before I got those 4.
Yeah.
So the deal is when they sold them out, and this is a first run bottle that he's got all of us. They sold out in less than a week with the first one.
Yep.
And they made a secondary emergency run, so they said, and immediately sold that one out. Now, as far as I know, there's not been another run of them. And so what we got's what we got.
It's really
I feel like they probably will make another. It'll be a second batch or whatever at some point, and I will absolutely try to get a bottle of it. I think it's amazing.
It's such a unique for something that doesn't follow the strict
life. I find it so funny that like Patrick, after he had his, he's like, I didn't like it. So it's sat on our shelf for a long time. I was going, oh, Patrick said he didn't like it. I mean, we're probably not any good. And then we finally got into it one night because we were just looking at the bottle. And I dare say it's one of my favorite surprises of the entire year.
It tastes like a beer whiskey cocktail.
It's really good.
Yeah.
To me. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, we give Patrick shit, but at the end of the day, guys, whatever you like right now, whatever you got in front of you that you're drinking, that is the appropriate drink. Do not, we rib each other for fun.
Well, except for Patrick. Patrick's opinions on this whiskey don't count.
Shit. I mean, I don't know. We're in a Christmas Bills jersey, for God's sakes.
No,
why would you do that, man? You're
for you guys. Like I went into my closet and I said, which Bills thing am I going to wear for this? And I said, the most obnoxious one I have.
Yeah, that's how we end up with a TT, BG, RT, and KC.
Dang.
I can't believe you can still do that. That's insane.
I couldn't do that night.
I only do it just for Lyal to go, what? That can't be right.
It's insane. I always think you're mixing up letters just because I'm completely dyslexic.
I could mix up letters.
So when it comes down to it, that just goes to show, Chris and I, we've been drinking together for years. And
mostly sake.
That too. But, we got a very similar palate, but it just takes one thing. And, this is not for me.
Oh, I didn't.
And that goes to show with like the nog. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for Lyal. It may be for someone else.
Yeah. No, that's
stall for about 2 seconds. I got to see if I can find a picture.
Anything that you are into at the time, your tastes change.
They do.
So, I used to be super into rye whiskeys, and I got away from them for a while where I just flat didn't like them. And I'm kind of like moving my way back into it. Wheated whiskeys are something that I'm working into.
I never liked dark beers.
Yeah.
Until about a year ago, and I got really into dark beers.
Yeah.
Porters and stouts, and That's my palate right now.
There's a reason that you always try what's ever in front of you.
Try something new.
Oh, but that sounds super familiar. No, you try a little bit, try a taste of anything, right? And eventually you find that you like it, or you find something you absolutely hate. There are things that I absolutely hate. I don't want. If somebody tells me it tastes like this, I know I don't like it.
Well, let's see. I'm scrolling back looking for a certain picture of Patrick and me and another friend of ours. And the first thing when I got
shot.
Yeah, when I was trying to get the right date, the first thing I run across is a fight in the elevator. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
He's
the only time I've ever
out.
been stuck in an elevator.
Hey, Jerry.
Oh, man.
Hey, we started to have your stuff on here tonight too.
We love Rev Honey.
Have you guys ever had Rev Honey? If not, I wish I had well, I guess I could do it on my phone.
Where's that place you guys took me? And was that in Buffalo? That was in Buffalo.
You're thinking
the
the
meadery?
You're thinking the meadery.
Yeah.
So no, Rev Honey is not alcoholic. Rev Honey is an energy drink that we got a hold of here a while back. We've done some done some reviews on it, and
Yeah.
we have several bottles of that in the refrigerator, and we drink it like to the point we're almost out, and absolutely love it.
We drink this stuff all the time.
And then we got stuff we can't talk about yet.
Well, Mr. Jerry, let's get some
really
my
good.
way, and we'll see.
This stuff right here. These sparkling hunt. No,
our friend Jared went over and got some too,
Yeah.
and they treated him really well. By the way,
your favorite is the peach.
I like peach.
I probably I started to say no, but at the end of the day, probably it is a peach. Actually, I really like peach.
Give me your
peach,
three. Give me your 1, 2, 3.
Which is weird because I don't normally like peach. My 1, 2, 3 is peach, raspberry, and what's the one on the far end?
Tropical citrus or berry rain?
Berry rain.
Berry rain.
Peach, raspberry, berry rain. Apple's my least favorite, but I don't like apples.
I'm peach, apple, raspberry.
So
this stuff is
100%
really good.
honey, really, really good. We've also got the stamp. Go scroll back up. We'll talk about it for just a second.
Oh, this.
We're not supposed to talk about it, but we got to talk about this. So we got a little sample of that stuff right there.
Both of these.
So y'all ever had that stuff that
here's the thing. This stuff right here is great to put on like
anything.
But
your
if you're
finger
just like,
and lick it off is what I like.
But if you're just this happened multiple times at the studio. If you're just looking for a nice
we can't swing it.
me
I was gonna say there's a bottle of it literally sitting in the window behind Lyal that we've been snacking on at the computer.
This stuff is like insane.
So
this stuff is so good.
Jerry, at some point when you get around, we'd love to get you on here live or on the live stream, depending on whether the COVID lets us or not. But man, if you could come on here and talk about it. We have blueberry and lemon lime.
Yeah.
Blueberry is one of my favorite flavors. I don't know about lemon lime. Let's try that one.
Well, you guys find a way to get me some of that, and I will review it on a football podcast.
Hey, absolutely. Here's the thing, though. I will say, like, I know we're kind of wrapping up here, but like,
I know hold on. I'm still looking for this picture of this sake shot. I've got
in terms of like energy drinks,
a fight in an elevator and being stuck. I've got a picture of Patrick in a hot tub, naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't show. Oh, sake shot. Got
there
it.
you go.
In Rev Honey, like
How
in
long
terms
ago
of
was
like
that?
energy drinks, like it's not unhealthy. It's nice. It's really, really nice. It's a nice refresher.
No, honey's great, especially for the fact I've always heard that if you have like an allergy issue, just eat local honey.
Exactly. Yep. Takes care of all of it. All right. You got a picture?
Well, I am. I'm trying to. It doesn't want to. I got to figure out how to download it, I guess, because it doesn't want to share right.
All right, Jerry, we got you, man. We will.
I missed it. Sorry, I was looking. You tell me what Jerry said.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah. No, So seriously, Jerry's another one of those guys from Rev Honey. I say Jerry. We haven't actually met Jerry face to face. We've just kind of intermediately talked to him. But Rev Honey in particular was one of those companies that give us some stuff. But we absolutely loved it. Now, as we said before, we're not going to chill out. We might be kind of like, oh, it was good. It was great. And smile and say it was fine. We have continually drank this stuff and like talked to all of our friends about it.
Yeah.
Jared Cross, the guy that you haven't seen on camera that keeps coming over here and sticking his arm into there and getting drinks. He went over and bought like several cases from, plus their honey, plus their fruit snacks. And then fruit snacks is like a Fig Newton.
I'm all about fruit snacks.
Yeah, it's like
insane, bud.
Yeah,
it's
like
insane.
a fruit roll up or a Fig Newton or something like squirted onto your finger or a cracker, and they're so dang good.
And it's not that I hate honey. I just think honey is like black olives. It's an overpowering taste. It can take over an entire thing.
Whiskey.
Oh,
I don't know that I've had a honey whiskey. I had a honey rum, and the only thing I could taste in the rum, it was a pecan honey rum out of North Carolina.
I've never had a honey rum,
and all I could taste
rum was
sweet
honey in general. Anyway, like you don't want to mix that stuff. No.
Can I share it, or do I have to send it to you?
No, you can share it.
How do I share it?
You hit
share screen.
Like Patrick, you give one command, and then I'll give the other. Like, you go first.
Okay, you just hit share screen.
So, hang on, let me get it up here then.
And pick the bottom one you got there. You just
apparently I need to share screen. Okay, let me figure out where this picture downloaded to. I assume downloads.
Would you like me to share my screen?
It is. Oh, I don't know what you got. I don't think you guys got any pictures of me.
Jerry's probably right. Good mild honey.
Yeah,
good mild honey. So I guess we're on honey. I mean, I'll just give a random shout out to the honey place over in St. Genevieve.
Oh yeah.
That place has awesome honey too. I really like theirs. They have a lot of different kinds. They have a lot of different vendors come in from them.
If you like that, if you like honey, check out that honey place in St. Genevieve.
Well. See, I will start to say
you
birds.
Can't remember the
birds.
name.
I can't. It's not birds. It's
yeah.
Dadgummit. I follow them on Facebook. They got broke into the other day, and I felt really bad about it.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember you told me about that.
Yeah, and I hated that.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got a picture here.
Oh,
what do I do?
Go to StreamYard.
Oh, is it Harold's famous beef company?
Harold's. Yeah, sorry, not Bert's. Harold's.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Good job.
Crack research.
Hey, there you go.
Yep. Sorry, I went in the middle of something else. Oh, wrong tab.
And that goes back to the local honey thing that you're talking about in terms of allergies, like eating local honey.
Okay.
Share screen.
Where's my share screen at? Bam. Okay.
Oh. We're learning new technology here.
Yeah, I've never done this part of this job before.
Share screen.
I just shared something with you, I think, unless I shared the wrong one. Hold on, let me try this again.
Photos.
Oh, okay.
No, hold on, wait. I know what I gotta do.
There we go. There we go.
Sake shot.
Little sake shot. Where was we at, Patrick?
That was in Little Rock.
Was that Little Rock?
It was right next to our hotel in North Little Rock.
This was like in 2017.
No, that's
16,
like 15.
I don't know where we
15 or 16. That's been a while.
I've only been a handful of bars that put their liquors in squeeze bottles, and it's never.
It's for cooking.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's his cooking sake.
What they scrub the table off with.
Oh, okay.
How do I get out of? Stop sharing. I bet that's the road.
That would stop screen.
Yeah. All right. So that's Patrick. Yeah. We used to work at
double screen.
Whoa.
Direct.
Infinity screen.
What was that? Okay. We used to work together at
a television company.
Yeah. No longer. We can say it now. They don't.
Yeah. Neither
anymore.
of us work there anymore. So
yeah. What are they going to do?
They might fire me again. No, wait. I didn't get fired the first time.
No, you didn't get fired. We didn't. Neither one of us got fired. Sort of. I don't know. I turned in my notification and said, "Here's my 2-week notice." They said, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, they said the same thing with me. I'm like, can't give you 2 weeks. So like, that's fine.
Of course, actually, I was in Pine Bluff, Arkansas at the time. Whenever I give my 2-week notice, and he said he didn't say anything. I guess is the trick. I said, hey, unfortunately, I think I got another job offer I'm going to take, and no response. And the day I come back, I pulled up to the office, and I'm like, hey, did you get my message? Yeah, don't worry about it. That was it. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're done.
Oh, ridiculous.
Jerry, we'll see you later. Thank you for coming in.
I look forward to some mild honey.
All right. What you sent me something, and then something I need to share, or what was it at?
Who sent what?
I don't know. You said you sent me something when it was.
No, I was trying to share my screen. It was just the Harold's Honey.
Gotcha.
But it wasn't working out too well. Let me see if I can.
Well, how do you feel, bud?
Pretty good, man. Which is
there you go.
Most Monday nights is pretty good for me.
Patrick, are you feeling pretty good?
I am.
Okay. All right.
I've had 3 different types of bourbon.
What's that? Is that Harold's Honey?
That's Harold's Honey, and Patrick put that up there for me because I couldn't remember the name. I went down there, was at St. Genevieve's, and God, man, I love the people down there. Just people in general, but these guys was exceptionally nice.
Yeah,
really great people, and their honey was fantastic. And they have all local people bring in different honey from different sources, and it's awesome.
I really didn't care to share this. I just wanted to show Chris how to do it.
Yeah, thank you. I don't do that part.
We will gladly take some good bourbon.
Well, you guys, if you guys want to, there you go. If you guys are really that into the balcones,
yeah,
I'll more than happily trade you.
We will trade
we'll
you a
get
bottle.
You something. We would
just make it even. I don't know. I think these were around $40-$50 a bottle. So
we can do that.
Yeah, no, we've got a $15 bottle of tequila.
There you go. Just give me some garbage.
Yeah, we can do that. And then Chad, if you get up here, we will talk crap about Patrick all night long. And
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Is he a Bills fan? You Bills fan?
No, Chad's Chiefs. 100%.
Yes, we're in. We're in.
Yeah.
All right. Quick shout out to everybody again. Thank you for joining us one more time. Thank you for spending time with us. We'll be back here again Monday night.
Yeah, we're going to try to do better about letting people know what we're going to drink so that you can drink with us. That's one of the things we're going to try to work on.
So
don't count on it.
Again, if you want to follow us, there's some information up on the screen and all the places you can find us. If you want to get on the show or you got questions or anything, get an info at those Tastebudguys. Or no, sorry, not those. Just at Tastebudguys.com. I'm going to keep talking because Patrick's got his finger up, and I know he wants to say something. I just want to keep talking over him all the time. Otherwise,
that's it. Just saying. I'm saying up for up the gut.
Oh, I thought he's like, wait. There's some
no. Wait, just up the gut.
Catch Patrick at Up the Gut Podcast. If you become a Patreon supporter. There it is. Sorry, too much scrolling. You can get patreon.com. You can find us on there. And then you too can have your own bottle of stuff on there. And we'd like, of course, to thank Jennings Meat because you're going to see an episode on them pretty quick off Taste Buds. I know we haven't done food before much, but we're trying to slowly deviate into other things besides just alcohol, believe it or not.
Well,
we can't just survive on alcohol.
We can't. We need meat.
Hey, speak for yourself there, buddies.
Yeah.
Stars of the night, Pops Authentic, meat sticks.
Yeah. Patrick, thank you again for so much for coming on. Guys, Up the Gut Podcast. You can catch up Patrick. Other than that, I am Chris. That is Lyal. And thank you guys so much. And we'll catch you next Monday.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be a little bit shorter.
Who knows?
Till next time.